Hello, I am American.
All right. Hey guys, welcome to Turbo Nerds, a Dungeons and Dragons stream. My name is Greg, and I'll be your dungeon master. Thank you to our followers and subscribers who all followed last week for our first stream, and a special shout out to George Castro for his Patreon donation. You are currently still the top donation giver. Last session, our adventurers escaped the Drow outpost of Velkenvelv to only be caught by another trap, the all-encompassing void that is the Dark Lake. After days of foraging, the party has found themselves on the shores of Dark Lake, a massive subterranean waterway. The last dying words of Eldith, the Dwarven Paladin, still rings in everyone's ears. Find Brunner Battlehammer at Gauntlgrim. He will help you escape. And so, despite the many perils of the treacherous Underdark, the party pushes on. Alright, so here we are. Last week you guys built yourself a boat. You have a hobgoblin long keel.
Yeah, we do.
Still don't want to go in it.
Have we made sure that we have enough rations and whatnot since that one guy ate all of our cow?
You actually have no rations whatsoever. Your guys' rations that you took from Velkenvelv. Hey Sid, thank you for the $5 tip, and I'm sure there will be some evil happening tonight. Yeah, so I am sure that Darendil, he ate your guys' deep broth, all the meat you guys had harvested, and all the rations that you guys had taken from Velkenvelv are gone as well. So you can try your hand at fishing while you're on the Dark Lake. Nat Awesome, thank you for the host. Guys, Nat Awesome is our sister channel. We have links in our description if you want to go check them out on Sundays. So, yeah, you guys can try either foraging for various fungi beneath the Underdark, or you can try your hand at fishing in the Dark Lake.
Can I make jerky out of that dead gnome that we found?
Yeah, if you would like to do that, you can definitely make dead gnome jerky.
Awesome.
I would say that some of us should probably go foraging as well.
Iodara will take Turvy with her to go foraging.
Turvy?
Would also like to forage.
Alright, so you guys are gonna leave the boat there, and some of you are gonna go forage?
I'll stay with the boat.
Okay. Everybody who's foraging, go ahead and give me a survival check. Enya with a 7. You find a two-headed rat that you're able to capture. You can eat that deliciousness. Smoke, you are able to find 1 pound of various fungi, and Iodara, you are able to find 5 pounds of various fungi.
Did we all stay in a group whenever we went foraging, or...?
That is up for you guys to decide.
I think me and Skelly Boy are just like making jerky by the boat.
I don't think the skeleton needs to eat.
I mean, he's an extra pair of hands. He's helping.
I'm gonna grab some of the lake water, take a little sip, see if it's poisonous or clean.
Okay. If you're gonna drink it, go ahead and give me a Constitution saving throw.
It's bad.
Oh man.
So,
It's definitely terrible water, but you think that prolonged drinking this is gonna make you sick.
Too easy. Do I have any? Is there any containers we have by any chance?
Yeah, we can say when you guys stole rations from Velkenvelv, there were some glass bottles.
How big are these glass bottles?
Probably the size of like a hydro flask. No, not about medium size.
Well, I can cast. Well, probably will need fresh water. I can always purify the water. So, do you guys want some drinkable water, or just want to keep on trucking on?
I mean,
water, please. Yes, please.
water, yes.
Alright, so pass me all your hydro flask or these containers, and I'll cast purify water. Wouldn't drink.
Okay, you are able to place all the bottles together, and using your cleric powers, you purify them. They are completely drinkable. Those of you that went hunting in the Underdark for edible fungi, you guys found a blue cap. It's the same fungi that you found before. It's basically Underdark bread. Has a very breadish, stale bread taste. Enyo, you were able to kill your two-headed rat, unless you want to keep it alive for some reason.
No, I'll kill it.
Okay, you kill it. You have half a pound of rat meat.
So I'm assuming that we didn't stick together, so how far would you say that I am from everyone else?
Probably about 30 feet.
Okay. And what about Turvy?
Turvy,
I took Turvy with me.
Turvy is with Ayadara.
Okay. I would like to use Chill Touch on little Turvy.
Okay.
You were so mean. Poor kid.
Do I notice this by any chance?
Oh my gosh.
All right. So, as you are walking around with little Turvy, you see basically a bolt of necromantic energy hits him in the back, and he falls straight down next to you, Ayadara.
Is he dead?
Well, he's not moving.
Make sure to bring that back
I
so I
don't
can
have
make
any
more
healing
jerky.
spells.
Yell.
I can
Can
use that
she-
too.
Can she, like, she's gonna kneel down and try and see if he's, like, dead. Kind of
Okay.
panicking.
Go ahead and make a perception test.
That is a
15. Okay, as you kneel down, he's wearing the same slave clothes that he was wearing when he was captured. As you kneel down to look at him, you start seeing dark patches of brown fur start to erupt over parts of his body as he's laying there. If you can go ahead and give me an are you rolling him over, or
Yeah.
go ahead and give me an Arcana check.
Seven.
You have no clue what's going on as his ears get longer and pointier, and you start to see fangs erupt from his mouth, and you see his fingernails start to elongate into claws.
She's gonna signal to Sister Evangeline to try and get her to come over and help her figure out what's going on.
Do I see this happening?
You are not close enough to see this, no, but all you see is Ayadara hunched over Turvy, looking quite perturbed about what's going on.
Alright, well, I'm gonna start slowly approaching.
Okay. As you start slowly approaching, you start hearing like a loud growling noise from Turvy.
Adara's gonna die again.
Sister Evangeline, are you going over to check everything out?
She didn't yell out for me. She said, "Can I yell out for her?"
Well, she can yell out for you if you would like to investigate.
I'm gonna go investigate. Gotta run over there.
All right, go ahead and give me an Arcana check.
Show me the money.
This is a pretty easy Arcana check. So you know from your past about, your clerical studies that this Swerfneblin Turvy has been infected with lycanthropy.
Oh.
And as you approach, he gets up onto his feet and growls at you. His eyes have gone blood red. You see from between his legs he has a rat tail. And he starts backing up in a low crouching motion, slowly walking backwards, growling at you as his ears flatten and his now very rat-like snout starts sniffing the air, and he goes to turn and run off into the Underdark.
I want to use ice knife before he can run off.
Okay, go ahead and make an ice knife.
Run, Turvy, run.
Oh, you hit him. You're able to hit him and it sinks deep into his back. However, he is able to still run off into the Underdark. He leaves a trail of blood behind him, though.
I'm gonna follow the trail.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a survival check as you follow that trail.
See anything of this happening? Like her following
Yeah,
the trail?
everyone sees what's going on. If you would like to act on it, go ahead.
Absolutely. I'm gonna follow her along the trail.
All
Gonna
right.
also follow.
Yeah, everybody is able to follow Enyo, who, with a roll of 24, is on that Were-Rats trail. Eventually, you guys go down a very long corridor, and you are able to hear the blood starts to get thicker and thicker, and your echoes start to get louder. And you would all assume, because of the echoing getting louder and louder, that this cave might be a dead end.
Well, this is where Turvy went. We're gonna keep going, I guess.
All right, as you go, you see hunched down in the very end, you see Turvy hiding behind a stalagmite, and he is growling at you guys as you get closer and closer.
So I'm gonna approach it with my mace downward. Not to show a form of aggression, but ready to, strike just in case he comes at me. My goddess, Saloon, is very kind to good people affected with this kind of disease. Unless he is actually evil, then I have no problem smiting the child.
Yeah. Hey, Happy Pole, thank you for the $1 donation. All right, go ahead, Evangeline.
So I'm gonna slowly approach. I'm gonna say try to use words of calm, just like try to make him come over here.
All right, go ahead and give me an insight check as you walk over.
Show me the money.
You can tell that all coherent thought and all intelligent thinking is completely devoid of this were-rat creature. You think from the massive amount of damage it took from Enyo's ice knife that it reverted into its lycanthropy form to prevent its host from dying. And it is just completely devoid of all intellect, and it's growling at you guys in the corner.
So I'm gonna. Damn, they make me kill a child.
Hey, Evangeline, can you back off and I'll finish it off?
No.
No.
Right.
Before anybody can do anything, Iodar is gonna cast Healing Word because I forgot I have that spell
Who are you casting it on?
on Turvy.
Okay, he gets 6 health back. You see some of his wounds start to close as you cast your spell on him. Some of the cuts and the blood dries up on his matted fur.
Does his demeanor change at all?
No, his demeanor does not change. He is still very hostile, and he's kind of like a wild animal trapped in a corner at this point.
I'll say I'm gonna give him. I'm trying to see if he can come here with some water, and then we'll see if that works out. Because I'm gonna, do the old of mice and man thing. Give him some water when he's not looking.
As you guys are in the corner, you see the other Swerfnebly that was with your guys' group, Jim Jar. He walks up and he has a really saddened look on his face, and he lets you know that after the drow attack that destroyed Blingden Stone, a lot of Swerfnebly succumbed to lycanthropy, and there is a large colony of were-rats that live outside Blingden Stone. And Turvy and his brother Topsy, the late Topsy, must have been infected with lycanthropy before they were brought to Velkenvelv.
Is there any cure?
He thinks a very powerful cleric might be able to heal, but there's nothing that you guys can do for him in your current state.
He won't make it out of here, guys. I'm going to.
Anamu
kill-
22, thank
Oh.
you so much for the host.
Well, let me put this poor creature away. Put him down, because that's what my goddess will want.
Okay, so you start approaching the were-rat creature. Let's go ahead and roll initiative for this.
Oh, I got 19, but it's not popping up. Let's try again.
Oh, it's popped up. 19's there. Oh no, Sister Evangeline. Yeah, you had to
Yeah.
click your token.
Darn.
Hey, Dara, nice.
Wow, what a
Oh wow, Sister Evangeline.
I went from a 19 to a 1.
Trusted you.
Can I keep the 19? Because I did roll it, but no, never mind. I'll keep the 1.
I'm just sitting next to the fire, like, man, it's taking them a long time to get back.
Yeah.
I wonder what they're up to.
Texan's still sitting in the boat, just hanging out.
All right. The were-rat is going to be on the screen for prosperity's sake, but we're going to run this combat in Theater of the Mind. All of you are 15 feet away from the were-rat. Ayadara, you were the first one to go. What would you like to do?
Adara is gonna look at Sister Evangeline and kind of say, "Is this really what we have to do today?"
It's the only way, unfortunately. Either he starves or we put him out of his misery.
You should have just
Then-
let me kill it all the way.
She'll cast Dissonant Whispers. DC 13 Wisdom save.
Okay. He fails his wisdom save as your dissonant whispers rack him with pain. He crouches and puts his hands up to his head.
Just Iodars is going to be constantly apologizing to him.
All right.
Just feeling terrible.
Smoke, your go.
He's still standing. How does he look?
He looks pretty hurt currently. He's crouched with his hands on his head.
And I lower my hands.
Thank
My
you
head
for the
going-
$20 tip, Namine 999.
That's my girl.
Knowing that I have no choice, I'm going to pull out my dagger, and I am going to cast a green flame blade on it. Oh, hold on. Sorry, one sec. And I will make an attack.
Man, your thing is not showing up right now. What did you roll? It's not showing up on my screen.
One sec. There
There
it
it
is.
goes. 13. As you run up to the creature and stab at it, your blade is able to connect. You do...
That's 4 piercing and 2 fire damage.
Okay. So you see that your blade sinking into it. It hurts it pretty bad, but not as bad as you would expect a dagger being plunged into such a small creature. Go ahead and give me an Arcana check as you stab this creature.
Okay. $16.
All right. You know that where creatures are not affected by mundane weapons that aren't silvered.
Oh, it's so magical doesn't matter. They have to be silvered.
Does, for the purposes of your spell Green Flame Blade, does it make your weapon magical, or does it just do fire damage?
I think that would be your ruling.
Yeah. So unless your weapon is, it has to be magical or it has to be at least silvered.
I see. Okay. Yeah.
All right. Is there anything else you would like to do with your turn?
No, I'm just gonna stand here and
Flank
be
it.
sad.
All right. Next we have Enyo.
Okay. I'm just gonna do my ice knife again, and one thing you haven't been doing, which probably should start doing, is whenever it explodes, they have to do a dexterity saving throw, or take additional damage. So
Okay.
so there. I cast ice knife on them again.
All right, that definitely hits. Let's go ahead and do that dexterity saving throw. Which he fails. So he takes
2d6 cold damage. So.
Yep. 2 and a 1, so 3. I think it rolls it already.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So for that, unfortunately, you rolled a 2 and a 1. So he takes 5 damage altogether. He's looking pretty hurt right now.
And how close did you, or how far away did you say we were?
You were all 15 feet. Smoke also needs a dexterity saving throw.
Oh,
Yeah.
Can I move 5 feet up?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
All right, Smoke, you take 3 points of you take 3 points of cold damage as bits of ice pierce your skin.
ow!
Then the last thing that I'm gonna do is a reaction. Because you can do reactions at any point, right?
No, you can do a bonus action during your turn. A reaction is on another creature's turn, and your reaction is in reaction to it doing something to you, or So reactions are only taken on other players' turns.
Okay.
All right. So after that is the were-rat. It is going to try and make an attack on Smoke, who is the closest.
Come and get me.
All right. It bites you with a 23.
No, that misses completely.
You take 4 points of piercing damage, and you're going to need to make a very important Constitution saving throw.
Oh, okay, yeah, con. I hope 10 does it.
10 does not do it. Unless one of the fans would like to intervene, you are now cursed with lycanthropy.
Wow, doesn't that sound...
Slowly pull up my mace and look at the tabaxi.
Talking all that good shit a minute ago.
Tabaxi were-rat. Amazing.
All right. For $1, you can have Smoke reroll that, or we can have a were-rat tabaxi. All right. That is the were-rat's turn. It is actually, after it bites you, it's going to back up 5 feet and try to get away from you. Would you like to take an attack of opportunity?
Yes, indeed.
All right, go ahead.
I already had my dagger out. Not going to be able to cast any spells on it, so I will simply attack with my dagger.
Looks like we got a $1 tip from Leet Sid. So if you want to go ahead and re-roll that con save, your dagger does hit.
Okay. Con save is coming right up.
Oh,
Oh, it's
Oh man, it's so bad. You
Ooh.
hate to see it.
the big oof.
Love to see it, actually.
Mace is ready.
Oh,
There's
and then
another one.
we got another one. So go ahead and make another con save.
Oh, okay. I can do this all day, by the way, guys. All right. Okay. Boom.
Oh, it keeps getting
All right.
worse.
3 strikes and you're out, son. That's
Yeah.
it.
You were meant to be a were-rat. I'm sorry.
Where cat?
A were-cat. A were-cat rat. Oh.
Oh, the irony.
The irony is palpable right now. All right, on to Sister Evangeline. You saw that Tabaxi is nursing his right hand as a pair of rat teeth sunk into it. You know from your earlier Arcana check that that's all it takes to create a were creature. But it is your turn to act in combat.
So hear me out. What if we cut off his hand before it spreads?
Oh gosh.
You don't
Could
know
we
what's
do
going
that?
on. You're too far away.
Yeah, you did.
I cut off his arm.
Oh, I like my paws.
That's true.
We'll get
I'll be
you-
quiet.
Hook.
And we got a $20 tip to give Ayadara a rare magic item. So we can work on that after this combat.
Nice.
Oh, I'm gonna approach the little one with my mace, my anti-pendulum of faith, ready to hit him. So I'm gonna strike at him, and as I strike at him, I'm gonna say, "Sorry, little one."
All right. Go ahead and make an attack roll.
Sorry. This thing's being difficult at the time. There we go.
Wait, what?
Well,
Oh,
I think
okay.
you did something wrong. However, you did crit. So that is
I
going
mean,
to...
you can't crit on a 12.
Yeah,
I
Roll
select.
D20 CS.
There's an always crit setting.
Oh, yeah, you can turn that off.
yeah.
So it's a 12.
Oh,
So his roll is a 12.
Okay, yeah, a 12 just barely misses. A follower can have you re-roll that dice, or we can go on to Ayadara's turn.
Okay.
Well, so maybe we should have a running rule on that, because there's always going to be up to sometimes a 5-minute delay on any type of donations that come in.
Yeah.
So we can do if you want to help somebody out, just donate with their player name, and then they can kind of have that in their pocket for later.
Yeah,
Yeah, we can
as long
do
as
that.
it gets used in that stream.
And then that way the player can be like, "Do I have any tips?"
Yeah, we can definitely do that. All right. Evangeline, your mace barely misses, crushing into the stone at the side of the were-rat. We are back to Ayadara's turn.
Cool. Gonna cast Dissonant Whispers again, using
Alright.
her last spell slot. Another dex save. Or wisdom save, excuse me.
He makes his wisdom save. Is this a save for half spell, or...
It. Yeah, it's a save for half.
All right.
Also, apparently, when it fails, it's supposed to move away, but oh well. I didn't see
Like
that.
trapped in a corner.
And then as a bonus action, I would like to give a bardic inspiration to Enyo.
Okay. Smoke, it is your go. You are about 10 feet away from this were-rat that is now trapped in the corner. It is being flanked by Sister Evangeline. What would you like to do?
Little rat pissed me right off. I'm gonna firebolt him.
All right.
Biting me? What do you think this is? Would I also know, knowing that I had some information about lycanthropy, would I also know if there is any heals, or if this is a curse that I can get lifted? Would I know what that kind of stuff would be, or do I need to make another check, or?
From your Arcana check you made earlier, you would know that lycanthropy is a curse. As so, a powerful remove curse spell can get rid of it. I will allow it to be if you can get that hand off in time. Say in the next minute, if you can get that hand off in the next minute, then we'll lift the curse as well. Thank you, Elite Sid, for the $6 tip. 1 reroll for everybody.
I'll keep a sticky note of who has what.
Smoke, your firebolt hits this creature in its left leg, sizzling into its fur and burning off a patch. It smells really bad, like burnt hair in the cavern all of a sudden, but it does 1 point of fire damage. This creature looks like it could go down at any moment. And then we have Enyo.
Finally be able to kill it, maybe?
Maybe. Let's see.
Okay, so I'm gonna run up to it and then use my primary savagery on it.
Okay, go ahead. That will miss. Would you like to use your reroll to attempt to hit?
Yes.
All right, go ahead. That hits. You're just rerolling the reroll, not the damage. So you deal 6 points of acid damage to it as you connect. Why don't you go ahead and tell all of our founds out there how you kill Turvy the were-rat?
As I run up to it, I jump on the side of it and do kind of an evil grin directly at Ayadara and then bite the little rat in its neck until it dies.
Okay. You bite this were-rat creature, and you see the light extinguish from its eyes as you stare evilly at Ayadara's character. Yeah, so as you all group up, the other deep gnome, Jimjar, walks up to you guys, pats Sister Evangeline on the shoulder. It had to be done. They're a curse. And there you guys have it. Turvy the were-rat is no more.
I'm gonna turn my attention to the Tabaxi and notify everybody that he's been infected.
Yeah.
Nope. Nope. I had my hand. No. I.
Oh, now smoke. You know, easy way or the hard way. The choice
This is what should happen in the beginning of every single zombie movie, but never does.
Hard way. Hard way. No.
I'm just gonna say you should
I'm
be
good.
super happy I'm not there. You would already be one leg down.
It's a hand. It is
Well, he's a cat. They're all legs.
yeah.
I'm just like in my head, he is actually a house cat that's just following us around doing stuff.
Those mushrooms you've been tripping on. Oh, you know what we never did from last session, Wyatt? You received some madness, so
Ooh, yeah.
Oh,
ahead.
I had like, was it like just one rank of madness?
it's you get a flaw to add to your character sheet, and you may
Ooh.
role play it if you'd like, but go ahead and roll me a D100 so we can determine what that flaw is.
48.
48. I find it hard to care about anything that goes on around me.
It's already white.
Well, yeah.
It's
That's
already,
already
he
live.
already has that.
I'm just gonna type Lars in my notes section.
Well, I'm gonna say to smoke. You better wait till we get to Lars. Then Lars will hold you down.
Don't tell him. Look. I'll be fine. All we gotta find is somebody who can cast Greater Restoration. There's gotta be someone in the town. Just give me a couple of days. At night, you can tie me up.
Smoke, we
Smoke, if
we don't have
necessary,
to wait. I can just scimitar your hand off. It'll be fine. It'll be quick.
I think I agree with Enyo in this case. You may that
I'm a
happen
great
quickly.
practitioner of medicine. I can always make sure your hand. We don't sever anything important.
Yeah.
We
So-
can regrow it later.
We have
Just lay down. It's fine.
Pop if you be a good cat.
Yeah, cats are one of those creatures that regrow limbs, right? That's their thing.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
there is a spell that can do it too. We just have to learn it later.
I have to learn it.
Happy Pole,
Yeah,
thank you
you
for
have
the
to learn.
$5 tip. The party is going to get a health potion. For when they remove your limb, you can drink it.
Oh, so everybody gets a health potion.
One person gets a health potion. This
Oh,
is
okay.
this
It's
is
for
kind of like Hunger Games.
Gotcha.
How do I do this? As you guys are, Wyatt, you are sitting in the boat. You hear a fight going on far away, and as you're waiting for everybody to get back to the boat so you can get the show on the road, a
Yeah.
bottle with a red liquid floating in the river catches your eye. You lean down the side of the boat to grab it, and you know that it is a health potion.
Dope. I'm gonna put that right in my bag.
All right. And the health potion is just 2d4 plus 2 whenever you drink it. So you guys are all there. All the NPCs, which was only Jimjar, have gone back to the boat. It is just you guys, you four. in the tunnel with this dead where we're at.
Okay, so one, I also want to collect the dead rat and carry it with me.
Okay.
And also, Smoke, I'm gonna need you to lay down, buddy. I need that hand of yours.
Nope, not gonna happen.
Just in
Not
case
doing
you
it.
pass out.
Nope.
We
Not
can do
gonna
this
do
the
it.
easy way or the hard way, and we both know I would prefer
Oh,
the
man.
hard.
Hard
Turn
way.
it-
Hard way.
Turn into the booty warrior.
Not doing it.
I likes
Come
you,
on up.
and I wants you.
You looking towards Aradara? Can
Sorry?
I
Why are you looking at me?
can I like nonchalantly just whack him in the head and make him unconscious, so I could just make this easy for all of us?
You'll have to do non-lethal damage equivalent to his.
Can Ayadara try to grapple him?
Yeah, you can grapple him if you want. We can go back into initiative.
Be done. We can't risk it. But think about it, you can finally sleep well.
Oh, there we go.
All right, we're going back into initiative. Apparently, everyone roll initiative.
I want my hand. Ah.
And one way or another.
Oh,
Well, I beat your initiative, so.
Mm. Okay, good.
all right, Enyo, you are first.
How far away is he from everyone?
He is 5 feet away from you. So Ayadara, Enyo, and Smoke are right next to each other, and Evangeline is 10 feet away.
Okay, Smoke. So you have one more chance to just lay down and let me cut off your arm. Sorry, your hand.
And I'll be okay.
Well, fun way it is. I am going to approach Smoke and then use Primal Savagery on him.
Oh gosh.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
You take 6 points of acid damage, Smoke.
While
as
I'm
she-
like biting him or whatever, can I also like hold on to it, like him while doing it? You know what I mean? So like it's kind of like a grapple, but not really.
as part of a role-playing aspect, you can, but if you want to use your action, you're going to have to use an action to grapple, but you can hang on to him.
Okay,
It
I'm
won't
gonna
have
do it.
any in-game combat effect.
Okay.
Smoke, she grows fangs and her nails elongate as she just pops on you and starts mauling you.
Ow!
Are you dealing lethal or non-lethal damage?
I was just about to ask.
Oh, I'm not gonna kill him. I'm
Well,
just gonna weaken him a
You
lot.
can any weapon that you use, you can say that you're doing non-lethal damage, and instead of killing him, that will just knock it out.
Okay, yeah, then I'm going to knock him out.
Okay, so you do 6 damage to Smoke.
And that knocks me unconscious.
Okay.
Is it really?
Got you good.
Wait,
All right, can I
how-
put
how is
hand
that-
off now?
Wait. If we're level. Oh, I guess you took damage. That's true.
All right, Smoke is passed out.
So I'm assuming when they cut my hand off, I'm going to fail a death save.
You will fail. Well, you will fail 2
Well,
because it'll be an
it's-
automatic crit.
Well, because he's not dying. She dealt non-lethal damage.
Yeah, I don't know how that works. This is a very unexplored part of D&D. Let's say you won't get a death saving throw, but you will wake up, kicking and screaming. So,
Back to
who
1 hit point.
who would like to, as Lars called it, perform the frontier medicine?
Obviously.
I have a 4+ to medicine.
And let me just cut it off. It's fine. He can save it. I'll cut the hand off. It'll be
And
fine. Idar can
Idar's
dance
just gonna
for
watch
us.
it happen.
Yeah, Sister Evangeline has a mace, which I'm not sure is a good cutting weapon.
You mean
I have a-
anesthetic?
I have an axe.
A dagger.
I do have an axe.
I can use my dagger and cut it off.
Well, I have a
Would you like to use
scimitar
my
as
axe?
well, which would a better shape for cutting something off, and compared to a dagger. So
Yeah, I think I would, in this particular experience, I would rule that a scimitar is probably the best weapon to cut off someone's hand.
Yes.
So do I need to roll for this, or are we just going to role play me getting straddling him and then?
You're straddling him while you do it.
Oh, like my legs are around him, you know.
Does anyone want to? You know what? That's not my place to say it. Yeah, you cut off the hand. He starts bleeding profusely from his hand, and Smoke, you wake up. Your left hand is now missing.
Can I help?
I got
with
bitten
Sister
in the right hand.
Sister.
Now, we'll say what is your non-dominant hand?
Would be my left.
Yeah, you got bit in your left hand, and they're taking it off.
This is where, like, In the Arms of an Angel starts playing. for $1, you too save this cat.
Okay, so is someone going to cure wounds on him or something? I mean,
I
I
have no
can
more spell
also
slots.
cure. Oh,
I can do a medicine check.
Because I Smoke like awake now.
Yeah, he's awake, and he can roleplay it if he likes, but I assume he'd be screaming as his hand starts squirting blood everywhere.
Oh my god!
Smack Smoke, say snap out of it. Just apply pressure. I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds then.
Okay,
Here,
go
just
ahead.
take some water and Motrin, you'll be fine.
also he
You were
was
in the
given a
military,
magic
weren't you?
potion by someone to handle
Yes.
the hand.
The magic potion is currently with Lars. Sister Evangeline tells you to put on some dry socks and take some Motrin, and you gain 12 points of health back.
Take a knee.
Oh,
my
that brings
God.
me right back up to full health.
I mean, if you just had a PT belt, you wouldn't have gotten
Yeah.
you wouldn't have got infected in the first place.
Yeah.
And here's some, and I'm gonna come out with some low pills that have an M on it. This is Motrin. You'll
most powerful stuff on the planet.
I cast magic Motrin.
Can I make a spell like that instead of using Cure Wounds? Magic Motrin.
Just
Yeah.
hook pills at people.
Yeah, maybe.
Sensubi.
I think we might have to.
Yeah, as Sid said, use some essential oils and it'll grow back. All you need is some lavender, bro.
Yeah, dude. Get you a JO crystal and charge it up.
Right? Nice.
All right, so as you were all walking back to the boat, which I assume you're doing, Smoke, from Sister Evangeline's healing spell, your nub, it just becomes a scarred lump at the end of your left arm. Wyatt and Zex, you guys see everyone is returning besides Smoke's left hand.
Well, because
Zex-
nobody bothered, because
And Turvy. We also don't have Turvy.
Yeah, you also don't have Well, you have Turvy. Enyo is carrying him,
Oh,
remember?
that's true.
Lars is
Yeah.
like immediately kind of like put off that he missed this party. Like, he's like
Before we
kind of
even
sad.
went.
Like, I can't believe you did this without me. Like, cutting off hands is like my favorite thing, guys.
Is
Well,
he
I
actually
have
saying
you-
this?
not a happy kitty. And before
And
I
then I'm
leave,
just like, what are you
going-
gonna do with that hand? You're gonna eat that?
My hand! Leave it alone!
Oh yeah,
Did we
you.
Did we bring the hand with us?
I grabbed it.
Okay.
Oh my God, you can tie that. It's a lucky cat's paw.
Yeah, that'll be. You can make a wish with ominous repercussions.
I'm not sure that got infected.
I'll take out the health potion and I'll put it inside of a cat treat so that he will actually eat it,
Yeah.
and then so that way he can have the health potion. So
Yeah.
roll a d4, Smoke.
I'm actually at full health. I
Oh,
got
okay. I thought you took 6 acid damage.
It,
No, Geo, yeah, no.
Oh, he already
I'm
healed.
full.
All right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Giovanni healed him.
Then I'll hold on to this for later.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Still want the cat treat though.
No.
Nice healthy 12.
All right, so you were all at the boat. You guys want to explain to Zexon and Lars what just happened?
Zexon wants to know. Very confused.
Ayadara will explain it to them, sure.
Okay. Yeah. Turns out that the twins were were-rats. You guys have about 60 pounds of were-rat meat.
Gosh.
God only knows if it's edible or not, but you can definitely try it.
We're gonna,
Okay.
And I'm really good at making jerky. You guys are gonna enjoy this.
do you want to spend?
Oh well, then
some-
Lars, do you
spend
want
some
this
time
dead
making
rat I've been
jerky?
carrying?
Yeah, I'm just more jerky.
I can purify the meat and then we can have actual good meat.
That's insulting. My jerky is 100% pure.
But not rare. Not rare.
It
rat.
is. It is organic,
Yeah. What?
non-GMO.
Once my salting and smoking and aging process goes through, there'll be no traces of lycanthropy in that meat.
Yeah.
100% GMO grass.
I'm not some like jerky jabroni. I know how to make jerky.
All right, so you guys are all back on the boat. Another thing I forgot to mention at the beginning of the session, guys, if you look in the top of the stream, we have a donation counter. This is for season 2 of Turbo Nerds. We're planning on doing a Viking campaign. We have a 5th edition supplement called Journey to Ragnarok. And if we reach our goal of just $500 in the next 99 days, we will start that campaign. We are already a good chunk to reaching that. Our donations have been fantastic so far, and the support has been even better, so keep it up, you guys.
You guys are awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we would love to do a Viking campaign. It's right up a lot of our alleys, so
Most of us already have the beards for it.
yeah, some of us.
The rest of us will be playing females.
At least one of us has
or
shaved head,
beardless
so it
males.
works.
Sid, I would love to play Top Secret World Order. That is my favorite RPG in the world. Unfortunately, last year TSR pulled their support for that RPG, and it is no longer being developed. Sad days for the Top Secret community out there. Nobody's probably even heard of that RPG, but it's very fun. Yeah, they released a demo of it, but not the official rendition of it because they lost all support for it. Trust me, I've been following it pretty well on Patreon. But back to the game. So you guys are in this Hobgoblin keel boat on the Dark Lake with 60 pounds of rat meat.
Missing my hand. I'm on a boat. How did my life get me here?
All right, you crybabies, grab an oar. Let's get to rowing.
I will absolutely not grab an oar.
You can keep pace on the drum.
We can wrap a oar around you, Smoke.
That could be your
I'll
other
pick
hand.
up the drumstick with my tail and just start randomly.
All right. Let's move your little boat on out of here. With everybody on it, hopefully.
We are boating.
Just
Yeah.
like that. There's an iceberg and Titanic all over again.
Yep. Oh, hey, there's the other side. We made it.
Yeah, you made it to the other side. Game
I
is
was
over.
expecting to die.
Yeah, the Hobgoblin longships are exceptionally fast.
Deceptively so.
I'm gonna just pat myself in the back for that craftsmanship.
It sinks right as we're reaching the end, and we all get eaten by a monster.
Well, look at Lars as he's talking to himself, like, is he okay?
Alright, so as you guys are going over the Dark Lake, true to its name, most of the Dark Lake exists in pitch blackness. The only light available is whatever the characters are able to provide. It's a giant labyrinth of lakes, waterways, and canals, and a connection of myriad caverns and chambers. Some are massive, with immeasurably deep water and vaulted ceilings far outside the range of any light, while others are narrow, with only a few feet of space between the ceiling and the surface of the water. Some are completely submerged, navigational only by those able to breathe the water.
I do not provide light.
Happy
I do
Pole,
not trust.
thank you for the $20 tip for a wonderful magic item for Lars.
Oh, thank you.
Nice.
Yeah, it's one.
While you guys are going through Sushar, the Awakened, who is the Kuatoa monk that has been traveling with you, he is able to sit at the front of the keel boat and guide you. He knows his way to the Kuatoa settlement of Sloop-de-Bloop, which you guys are currently heading towards. And A $20 tip for Smoke for the loss of his poor hand.
Thank you.
We get him one of those like kung fu, like cat's paw,
Ooh.
stabby stab things.
A chain so I can like throw it and pull
Yeah.
it.
Yes.
Yeah,
I mean, there's if you want to allow an arm blade, those are in D&D Beyond, and you can basically be whatever it wants, but the stats are all the same.
Yeah, I
I had an idea, so yeah.
think that our wizard would love nothing more than having an arm blade. Unicorn Funk wants us to check the tips.
Let's see, did we miss some during our animal abuse? Our PETA violation?
I think they meant for the $20 they just sent. So far, Sid, who has gotten a magical item. Smoke gets a magical item, as does Lars.
I get a magic
Hey,
item.
Dara?
And
Uh,
Ayadara.
She didn't put it in her message, but she put it in chat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. And we will get to those magic weapons before session ends. After a few hours on the Dark Lake, everything starts to get really choppy. Water rushing starts echoing off the caverns. The waters here are especially turbulent. Everybody go ahead and give me a dexterity check as the waters start getting faster and faster.
After having lost my
18.
hand, is my dexterity affected at all?
No. Lars, who is an exceptionally good boats craftsman, was able to build rails on the side, so it's... Alright, we got everybody besides Zexon.
Oh,
Alright.
That's the
all of you...
dexterity.
All of you are able to hold on besides Mr. Zexon, who falls overboard.
Zex does have a reroll.
He does have a reroll.
I'm
have one
keeping
re-
it for now.
Okay.
Everybody has a reroll.
Alright.
I don't. I used mine.
Oh yeah, you did.
Alright.
Oh, do we see him actually fall over?
You do see him fall over. And as you fall over, Zexon, you see a swarm of fish with glowing red eyes
Oh no.
start their way towards you.
Oh no. Can
And-
Idar reach out and try and grab Zex and pull him back into the boat?
You can go ahead and make an athletics check, but it's going to be at disadvantage.
Of course it is.
Can I give him a hand by
Giving him a hand.
Yeah.
Okay. the dwarf hand? Like, here, take it.
This party.
Hey,
is
that's
obsessed
mine.
with
Give me
hands.
that back.
That's a 3 and a 5.
That's a
All
dwarf.
right.
Wouldn't have worked anyway.
So you roll a natural 1. You are able to reach your hand over into the water, and as you scoop it back up, you have nothing. Lars is floating away further and further from the boat as you guys...
Zexon.
Sorry, yeah, Zexon is floating further and further away from the boat as you guys leave him behind.
Dang
Can
it.
I'll dive in after him. I'm
All right.
a strong swimmer.
All right, you leap in and you are able to make it to him. It'll be an athletics check with disadvantage. As
So
you-
regular, since I have advantage on strength checks.
yeah. Are you raging? Or do you always have that?
Oh, I'll rage. Why
Okay.
not? I'm super mad at this water. Let's see, athletics. Wow. Oof.
All right. You were caught under tow as well. As even with your rage, you are not able to. All right.
Idar's just frustrated now.
All right. Everybody else is gonna be able to get an action, and then we're gonna roll initiative with the fish.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and burn a reroll.
All right, go ahead.
Hey.
All right, you
There
were
we
able
go.
to grab him and pull him to the boat.
Yes.
You both are just hanging on right now. We have Enyo, Smoke, and Evangeline who can act. If you guys would like to try to pull them both into the boat.
I'd like to try to pull him back. I'm gonna ask for Enyo to help and Ardara to help me out here.
Ara
Okay.
will definitely help.
All right. So it's
I'll
going
try
to.
and help. Yeah, I'll try and help Lars.
Lars, you receive another reroll.
Oh shit! Thank you.
Yep. So, Evangeline, you are going to roll me an athletics check, and because you have two other people helping you, this is going to cancel out your disadvantage.
Show me the money.
All right.
Yeah.
You are able to pull them safely into the boat.
Evangeline coming in nice and good with the support.
Good job, Evangeline.
You do see that your boat has gotten pretty damaged from the currents, though.
That's not good.
I'm gonna start shouting like, we gotta make it to shore. Like, let's go.
Can we see the shore from where we're at?
There is a shore to your guys' left, but it's just exactly what it looks like. It's a 20-foot patch of island with stalagmites covering it. It's not really a shore. Shushar lets you guys know that you're still a day away from Sloop-de Bloop.
Oh, that sucks. Anybody have the spell mending?
Well, I guess I'll start bailing water while we continue to row.
All right.
Are
Just
we-
have to take turns bailing water.
Are we
I'm
taking
going
water on?
You are taking very little water on. I am going to pull up your guys' ship. Your guys' ship has 50 HP, and you just took 12. So about a fifth of it is gone currently.
Hey DM, can I use my my cloth that I got from the beginning and then kind of like stuff it to make the water leak less or like leak in more less?
Yeah, you guys can go ahead and start doing stuff like that.
Okay.
It's only taken on a little bit of water, though.
Wouldn't your druid craft be able to help here?
I don't have druidcraft yet.
Oh, I see. Have I reached into the bag yet today?
You have not reached into your bag yet. Would you like to do so?
Yeah, give me a few seconds here.
All right. John is going to reach into his bag of many things.
Yeah, give me a sec. Oh, man. Bear with me. Sorry, I'm having technical issues.
That's fine. While you guys are doing that, the currents start to get a little less rough, and the dark lake goes back to its still and eerie quietness. Those of you that can see in the dark, which is all of you, you see that there are swarms of fish following the boat, waiting for an unlucky individual to fall over.
Can Ayadara cast Mage Hand and try and pluck a fish out of the water?
Sure.
She does so.
All right, you're able to pull a fish out of the water, and it starts floating towards you guys. You see that it has bright red eyes, and it has very, very sharp teeth.
Oh, it's a slaughterfish.
Yeah, it's a slaughterfish. No, you think this is an Underdark equivalent of a piranha?
Great.
So I
Can I
can
stab
talk
it?
to
Yeah.
Smells delicious.
Go ahead and roll me an attack roll as it gets close to you.
Do I get advantage since it's technically grappled by
Yeah,
the
sure,
mage
why
hand? I must stab it with my dagger. Because why not?
Yeah, Sid wants you to bite the fish to assert dominance.
It's an 18.
All right, you kill the fish as your hand brings it closer, and you stab it to death.
Fish
I just-
jerky.
Can I just keep doing this until we run out of fish to kill?
You would think that there's probably thousands behind you guys,
Oh, cool.
or somewhere
I
in
have
the
a
lake.
bunch of fish.
Yeah.
This is one way to go fishing. Well,
Alright.
we'll never be hungry as long as we're next to water.
Well, we also have 60 pounds of jerky.
We do,
Yes.
Jerky.
but it hasn't been made into
We
jerky yet.
we have.
It's
That's
just
what I was doing the whole time. You were cutting off Smoke's hand. I was making jerky.
Well, not where.
Not
Not
were-
the 60
Were
pounds. We have a were-rat to do that with now.
All
we
right.
do it with the first one.
No, I thought he ate it all.
No,
Yeah.
the
No, he ate the cow.
Tipsy.
the
Topsy.
other
Topsy.
What is it? What are the gnomes?
We had
Yeah,
Topsy and Turvy.
They are Swerf Neblin, which are
Okay,
deep
cool.
gnomes.
So I guess I'll utilize downtime on the boat to make more jerky.
All
You
right.
can have multiple flavors. You can have some gnome, some rat, some fish.
Some fish. Hyadara will just keep going after some
Lars
fish. until they
Emporium of questionable meats.
get- How many pounds of food do you need to have?
You
Like
need
a
to
ration?
eat 1 pound of food a day and 1 gallon of water a day to remain to not have any exhaustion.
Cool. She'll just keep going until she has basically like 5 pounds of fish.
All
that she's
right.
Stabbed.
Question:
Alright.
How crowded is this actual boat? Like,
Well, Lars built it in mind for 12 people, which you currently have you have 11 now.
So we have extra space.
And one of those people is a sentient mushroom that Lars has stuffed in his backpack. So it's really only 10 people. 2 of them, which are Jimjar, the Swerf Neblin, and Bupido, the Darrow, are small creatures about the size of a halfling. However, Darendil, the Quaggoth that is with you, is a large creature about twice the size of an orc, and he is just there in the corner.
so he hasn't done anything at all to help us. Ever.
He's been rowing.
He's been growing. That's okay.
No,
Yeah,
rowing.
right.
Rowing the boat.
Growing. Okay.
Yeah.
I was like,
Out of the bag of mundane items, I spend several minutes and oh,
One hand
there it
rest.
is, and I pull out a roasted pheasant, which I will quickly gobble half of down. I'm assuming that's at least a pound of food, and I will share with one of the NPCs that looks the hungriest.
Okay, so you see Smoke fiddling around in his bag, and after a while, a really nice smell comes to all your guys' noses, and you see him pull out a roasted pheasant. It's weird that that's inside of a bag. And he eats half of it and then shares it with the rest of you guys. And yes, Unicorn Funk, they haven't eaten Topsy and Turvy yet, but they definitely made them into gnome jerky.
Lars is doing that right now,
Cannibalism.
but
Yeah.
Hyadara is sufficiently grossed out by that, but doesn't say anything.
Well, you don't have. You can starve.
She's not gonna say anything, but she's sufficiently grossed out watching.
There
her
are
strip
there are
pieces of
starving
skin off of them.
hobgoblins in the north that would love to have my jerky.
She's not saying nothing. She
Uh,
just is watching this, and she don't like the blood. All the blood.
So I
that keeps-
so I don't have to check. What is everybody's passive perceptions, by the way?
Then
13.
12.
13.
Okay, those of you
11.
with those of you with a 13 or higher, you hear something off in the distance. The slow churning of water. It sounds like, and then you also. How would I explain this? It sounds like out of game you would know it as an engine of some sorts coming towards you guys.
Engine?
An engine.
Interesting.
However you would like to think of that in a
Would it be
fantasy
like a-
setting.
Like a rowboat putter, like, or not a rowboat, like
Yeah,
a boat.
kind of like
puttering,
kind
or
of like a
like a-
puttering.
Okay.
And you hear it off in the distance coming towards you guys.
can I use dancing lights on this to illuminate our area more?
Yeah, you can cast dancing lights. You cast dancing lights on the boat. And 4 lights. in a 10-foot radius. Where would you like to put those lights?
In like the direction of the noise.
Okay.
No OSHA violation.
All right. As you guys are coming up, you see what looks like a metallic boat with steam coming out of the top of it. You see a glowing red embers of some kind of fire in the engine compartment of this, and it looks like it's completely empty.
Let's
Don't
investigate.
trust it. I don't trust it.
Okay. You guys pull your boat up to it.
Well, boarding it. Yeah.
Can we keep it at a distance a little bit, and we just have to like jump onto it so that if we have to get away, we don't have to be like right against the boat?
Yeah, the waters are completely still, and so you're able to put your boat right up next to it, and there's no current that's going to make your boat float away.
Ayadara will stay on the boat that we have.
Okay.
'cause she don't trust it. And it's going to explode.
So,
Um,
the lights that I do have, are they illuminating all of like the surrounding area of the boat so we can see on it?
Oh yeah, I don't have a token for it currently, but you see your lights are floating around the boat at all 4 points on it, and it's definitely completely illuminated, and for the purposes of gameplay, it's going to count as the entire boat is illuminated in bright light.
I want to jump on it.
Okay. You jump over to the boat. And grab your token. Yep. All right.
I will join her.
You see various chests on this boat.
Ooh.
You guys see that there is a small cargo compartment beneath the boat. But yeah,
Where
it
does
looks.
Lars is? Wait, real quick. Where is Lars?
Yeah, they're behind the boat.
I'm next to you.
The boat is on.
You're not
is
showing
on
on
top
mine,
of
that's
y'all's
why I was like,
tokens.
wait.
Oh,
The boat's top of y'all's tokens.
well, I'm gonna investigate that booty.
Okay.
Head over there too.
Yar.
I'm gonna join that.
Ayadara's just gonna call out, is it safe? Is it going to explode?
Oh, stay over there. It's very dangerous.
I don't know. What do I find,
Something
Greg?
bad happens.
So you find that all the chests are locked, but as you go underneath, go ahead and give me a. What kind of check would this be? Go ahead and give me an insight check as you go beneath.
Me too, or
Anybody that's going into the hold beneath.
17.
All right, you find 300 gold pieces worth of unrefined ore, and it looks
Okay.
like it's mining ore, but you're able to see that it's like about 300 gold's worth.
rocks? They're
Rocks.
carrying rocks?
Yep.
It's a mining trawler.
This is lame. I'm gonna go back up to one of those chests and see if I can somehow.
I'm
use
gonna-
my staff.
I'll help. I'll pick those locks with my warhammer.
All right. As you go up and pick those locks, you feel something very hard hit the back of your head, Lars. You are hit by a club for 11 points of or sorry, not 11, 6 points of damage as a club smacks you in the back of the head, and all of a sudden the boat is alive with excitement as you see. I'm gonna pull your guys' tokens off really quick. As you see 8 dwarven characters materialize, and they are
Yeah.
surrounding you on the boats. All right, everybody, go ahead and roll initiative.
Oof. I'm excited now.
And these 8 dwarves appear out of nowhere.
Those dwarves see us, or are they solely focused on the people on their boat?
They are focused on the people on their boat.
Fantastic. That's what I love to see.
All right, Zex, it is your go. As you look up, you see 8 dwarves materialize out of nowhere. These dwarves kind of look like your stereotypical above ground dwarves, except they have grayish black skin and white beards.
Okay. Are they threatening me, looking at me as well?
They are actively trying to kill you all.
Okay, so I will free action. I'm just going to remove my Mask of Many Faces
Okay.
to take back my skeletal form. And in Undercommon, I will say time to take some faces, and I will intimidatingly, and then I'll attack one of them.
Leet Sid, thank you for the $6 tip to grant everyone another reroll.
Nice. Thank you.
Thanks,
All right.
guys.
Right. And I will attack one with a short sword.
All right, go ahead. That will unfortunately miss. Would you like to use one of your rerolls?
Yes, I will use a reroll for that.
No.
These rerolls aren't helping us.
Yeah.
But I will use a bonus action to do a 2-weapon fighting.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh,
That hits.
Nice.
Go ahead and roll damage.
Shouldn't be sneak attack, so just 6.
All right, you get 6 points of damage as the Durgar to the left of you takes a sword in the side.
So, this like Warhammer, what was the effect? Like it shoots a blast of fire or something?
No.
Which is a +1.
The Warhammer you have is a +1/+1 Warhammer, and it gives you advantage on all interactions with surface dwarves.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Thinking of my other thing. All right.
It is your go though, Lars.
Yeah, I'm super upset they hit me, so I'm gonna fly into a rage, and I'm gonna see. I'm gonna hit the closest dwarf with this warhammer. I wish I had advantage.
Ooh.
So just a regular hit for 6, 7, 8 damage.
All right, that definitely hits. Which one are you hitting? The one to your left or right?
The right one.
All right. Your warhammer smacks this thing in the face, and a few teeth go flying as you just hit it. How much damage did you do? You did 8? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Is there anything else you would like to do?
Nope.
All right. Next is Ayadara.
They don't know that we're there. Those of us that aren't on the boat, right?
Yeah, you are right next to it, though. You're basically 15 feet away.
She's gonna jump onto the boat.
Okay. Go ahead and move your token onto the boat.
And she's gonna, basically the one that I just landed on top of, she's gonna try and tackle.
All right. Go ahead and give me an athletics check as you slam into this creature.
Just regular athletics.
Yeah.
That was almost a natural 20. It's 10. I'm gonna use my reroll.
All right,
that one,
go ahead.
One of them. Hey, natural 20.
All right. Natural 20 on your tackle check. You slam this thing to the ground with such force. Go ahead and roll a d4 worth of damage because you got a nat 20.
Yeah. 2.
2. All right, it hurts its back pretty bad as you slam it to the ground. Oh yeah, you know what? It'll just be this one right here.
Cool. And then as a bonus action, I'm gonna give a bardic inspiration to Lars.
All right, Lars has a bardic inspiration.
You get d6 to one ability check, attack roll, or saving throw.
All right. Next is the Durgar. Four of them are going to hit Lars.
Oh my gosh, Lars.
One crit, one miss, a second miss, and a third miss. So you take one crit. You take 12 points of bludgeoning damage as a club hits you.
So cut that in half because I'm raging. So
Yep,
6.
6. And let's see, there are 2 are going to attack Enyo. One hits you, Enyo, for 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Alright, well, I'm gonna use my reaction on it.
All right, go ahead.
Ooh.
Hail of Spores, so it's going to make a Constitution save. What does Hail of Spores do other than it taking necrotic damage? Is that its entire thing?
Yeah.
Okay. It fails, and it starts to cough as a cloud of spores hits it directly in the face as it swings on you. Alright. That was 4, 5, 6. One is going to attack Zex. Thank you, Happy Pull, for the $5 tip. Lars will receive another health potion.
Oh, thank you.
Zex, a club swings at you, and it misses you, rolling a 6. And the last one is the one that is underneath Ayadara. He is going to try to swing on you, but he has disadvantage.
Yeah.
He rolls a natural 1 as he swings at you.
Yeah.
He swings his club up to try and connect with you, and he misses you so badly that he hits his friend that is fighting Zex and knocks him over as his club just connects with the creature's kneecap and shatters it.
Love it.
So the one that is fighting Zex takes 6 points of damage and is knocked over. All right, Sister Evangeline, it is your go.
Is there any one of those creatures next to the edge of the boat?
You know, they're all kind of next to the boat. 2 of them are currently prone. 4 of them are ganging up on Lars, and 2 of them are fighting Enyo. And you think that Lars might be in trouble. He's definitely the best fighter in the group, but can even he take on 4 dwarves?
Well, hello.
Probably.
2 are more than enough for. 4 are more than enough. If anything, I actually feel scared for the dwarves. But
He's like, I'm surrounded, those poor bastards.
I'm gonna go assist Lars. I'm gonna see if I can grab one of the dwarfs and just toss him overboard.
All right, you are on the other ship though, currently, right?
I said I was best. That's why I threw for insight. Just didn't tag me along.
Okay, go ahead and give me a athletics check as you jump across, trying to spear one into the water.
And show me the party.
All right, you are able to land on the boat. However, because you didn't roll well enough, you are not able to tackle one of them, but you do land next to one, so go ahead and move your token next to Lars.
I don't see Lars. Lars is
We can't see each other's token.
Yeah. all I can see is mine, and then Iodar's underneath the boat.
That's weird because I have mine open on players mode, and you guys can all see each other.
I'm assuming Lars is around here.
The front of the boat.
There. Yeah, right there.
Okay. Is that better?
Yep, there it is.
Okay.
There we go.
That was weird. Okay. Anyways, so go ahead, Sister Evangeline. What is it you would like to do?
Can I smack one that's behind, like facing Lars? Can I just smack with my what's it called again? My Espandulum of Faith, my mace.
All right.
They'll disappoint me this time.
Are you attacking the same one that Lars hit, or a different one?
The one that's not facing Lars, because I'm trying to get that behind the extra flank damage.
Okay. We don't. There is no extra flank damage. Only the rogues get that. But
Oh.
Yeah, just hit the one that was already wounded.
Yep.
all right. A 15 does hit, connects. How much damage does it do? I think your custom weapon is kind of messing with how things get rolled, Giovanni.
It's it probably is.
For those of you that don't know, Giovanni's character, Sister Evangeline, has a special magical weapon called the Aspergillum of Faith. And what that does, it is a magical mace. It does 1d6 bludgeoning. And as a bonus action, after killing a creature within 5 feet, the wielder of the Aspergillum may cast Bless or Bane. Three times per day.
Add a regular mace then, and we just roll off of that.
Yeah, go ahead and. So your 15 hits. Go ahead and give me a 1d6. Yeah.
Plus 1. Let's see. 12 reps, 56.
2 points of damage. All right, you hit the one that is directly behind Lars. As you connect, would you like to cast Bless or Bane?
Yes, I'd like to cast Bane Bless on Lars.
Okay.
And just as a word of thing, where's Bless at?
Bless is a first level enchantment, and unlike the actual spell, which targets 3 creatures, this mace is only able to target 1. You bless 1 creature within range. Whenever the target makes an attack saving throw, the target can roll a d4 and add it to the throw, which is pretty neat because Lars also has a Bardic Inspiration currently, so he can add 2d4 if he would like to do so.
I'm gonna hit something real hard on my next turn.
All right, Smoke, it is your go.
All right, I would like to sort of move to if I'm correct, nobody moved into melee with me, correct?
I cannot actually see your token. Where you're right? Okay, you are beneath Zex. There you are.
There he is.
You currently have 2 people in melee with you, Smoke, but they're prone.
Oh, I see. Okay, so I should have no issues just moving to the center of the boat here.
Yes.
Okay,
Well,
I
if
would
you
like to-
if you move there, you'll be back to back with Enyo, who is currently fighting 2 people.
That's okay. I don't feel like they'll be worried for long, as I'm going to use my spell. Sorry, I can't remember the name of the skill. I'm going to use my spellcrafter to keep the 3 compatriots I have on this boat safe. I can do up to 3 people, so the other 3 people I have on this boat safe, and then I'm going to cast Thunderwave.
Okay.
4 of your companions on this boat.
I thought there was 3 of us on the
All of your
besides
companions
myself.
are on
Oh
this
yeah,
boat.
all of us are in Idar, Enyo,
Yeah.
Zex, and Lars.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So
everybody's on the boat.
Oh, okay. Well,
Someone
Well,
underneath
the
the
math
boat, right?
still works, right? Because you can protect up to 3 people. There's 4 of us here, so
Yeah, it's within 15-foot cube of myself.
Yeah.
So
Just miss Iodara, I think.
A cube is a square that touches you. So you would place that square. It's not 15 feet around you. It's a cube that
yeah,
originates
so-
from you.
Okay, so it'd be like that.
So yeah, a lot of people think that Thunderwave is like, because of the wording, it says it's centered on you, but it originates from you.
a 15-foot cube would basically cover the whole boat, wouldn't it?
No.
Well, you face a direction and then you put a 15-foot square in front of you.
So you could do everyone in front of Lars and be able to protect all your teammates. So yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Yeah, if we take exactly, basically. So one. Oh, hold on. Let me see.
So if you can see that yellow triangle
Yep.
on the screen, you would
Square.
either place it right here or right there or right there, or like this, if you would like. If you did that, you would catch 5 Durgar and
Yeah.
Lars. However, you would only
Spellcrafting.
yeah, because
Okay, so I will-
your evocation, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you would keep Lars safe, but you would hit 5.
Absolutely. That's exactly what I'm going to do then. So
Okay. You cast Thunderwave. It echoes off the cavern walls, and everybody needs to make a DC 12.
That's good damage.
That is very good damage.
2d8.
Now, do
yeah?
they? Is it half if they save? Hold on, let me look.
If it's a
Yes.
spell, yes. If it's a cantrip, no.
Uh,
Oh, that is charisma. Forget those first 2 rolls.
And I don't think it's gonna hit you with how he positioned it.
I'm not in the little cube on mine, so.
you're underneath my token,
Oh,
Okay.
am I? Okay.
but
It doesn't really matter.
As he says, it's beside me. It wouldn't hit you. No.
Fine, if that was supposed to hit me, I got.
Oh, well, he's able to protect you with his spell crafting feature.
Okay.
So 3 of them are hit for 12 points of damage.
Am I able to use my tip to make any one of the 3 that saved reroll?
Yeah, you can do
Please?
that. 4. You are able to hit 4 out of the 5
Yes.
for 12 points of damage.
And they all get pushed back 10 feet. I don't know if I'm underneath or if I'm on the deck.
You're all on the deck.
So would they not get pushed off into the water?
I'm going to roll some deck saves for them to see if that happens.
Okay.
And then this guy only takes 6 because he's saved. However, I need some deck saving throws for these 4.
No, it's not a deck save. It's just automatic push 10 feet away.
Yeah, the spell automatically pushes. I think he's rolling the dex to see if the.
Yeah, I'm going to see if they fall overboard.
Yeah.
2 of them do fall overboard, and you see as they fall overboard, they are quickly swarmed by murderous fishies.
Yes!
Murder fishes.
We're feeding the piranhas.
Those look delicious. Can we catch some of those later?
All right.
What do you think I've been doing?
Well, where's my fish?
On the other boat.
Oh, okay.
All right. Next is Enyo. Enyo, you hear a thunderous roar as Smoke's Thunderwave basically makes you all deaf for a second, and it starts echoing off the caverns. You hear the sploosh of 2 dwarves as they fall into the dark lake, and you hear their screams as they're eaten by hundreds of little piranhas. It is it makes you very happy because you're a pretty evil person. So go ahead. Your turn.
Okay, so I'm going to use my symbiotic entity so that I can gain temporary hit points, but then also whenever I melee attack, I can deal extra damage.
All right, go ahead. Okay, transform. So you gain 4 temporary hit points.
Yeah.
Right.
And then, I guess that's my only action that I can do because I can only do one, right? So I can't attack yet.
Is symbiotic entity a bonus or a action?
This is an action.
It's an action.
Okay, yeah, so that's all you can do, unless you want to take a bonus action.
Well, my bonus actions are just me walking, isn't it?
That would be your movement. If you have a spell or something that lets you cast as a bonus action.
I mean, it says my Halo Spores, even though it says a reaction, it does say that if I see a creature within 10 feet of me, I can use my Halo of Spores. So
Let me check that really quick. Yeah, you can only, according to this, you can only use it as a reaction, which is on someone else's turn. But okay. Yeah, you do an additional 1d6 poison damage every time you hit something, and you have 4 temporary hit points. Next is Zex. The target beneath you was knocked down as a club from its friend shattered its kneecap.
Nice.
Welcome.
Well, since he's prone, that's some advantage.
It is some advantage.
Mm-hmm. So here we go.
You get to give him the old stabby.
Stab him once.
And you do have advantage because he's prone, so you hit with a 23.
Yep. So, bloop.
For 13 points.
Yep. Still alive?
He is just barely alive.
Well, bonus action short sword.
All right.
In the offhand. Also with advantage?
Yes. That will kill him. How do you dispatch of this poor Durgar?
I expertly and precisely go right for the neck to sever it right below the chin to leave the face intact.
All right. A spurt of blood hits you in your face. Well, it would be your face, but it's just a skull. As the Durgars starts gurgling, his blood pours all over his tunic, and he dies right below you. From the other ship, we have our 2 NPCs, Jimjar and Bupido. They fire little hand crossbows they got from the drow across. They're shooting at the one that is between Lars and the boat. This one right here.
Mm-hmm.
And both of those crossbows miss. They fly harmlessly into the water. Lars, it is your go.
All right. I'm gonna hit this dude that I hit before, the wounded guy. I'm just gonna smack him with Muggerate Axe.
All right. How do you kill this Durgar?
So I pull my axe way up over my head, and I bring it down as hard as I can, and I cut him all the way in half. And then I tell him to split and kick him off the boat.
All right, that's what you do. Immediately as the top portion of his body hits the water, he's assailed by dozens of little murder fish.
They're probably very happy with us.
All right, Ayadara, it is your turn next.
Cool. Ayadara's gonna do the old 1-2 on the guy below her. With her hand axe and then her dagger. And that's advantage, right?
Yes, because he is prone.
So her hand axe. That's. Can I use my other reroll on that? I don't think a 12 will hit him.
A 12 does not hit, so yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. 19.
19 hits. You deal 6 points of slashing damage as your hand axe connects with this creature beneath you.
Right, and then her dagger for her bonus action. Say
That
14.
just barely hits. You deal
Yeah.
2 points of damage. All right. On their turn, the Durgar next to you, Idar, is going to stand up and take a swing at you with its war pick. And it hits you with a non-natural 20 for 6 points of piercing damage. And then the two that are on Smoke and Enyo, the one that's very badly hurt is going to hit Enyo.
That's rude.
For a 6, he swings a club and you're able to duck as it goes over your head. This one is going to swing a war pick at Smoke.
Huh? What did I do to you, bro?
And it misses with a 6 again. You guys are dodging, ducking, dipping, diving, and of course dodging as these things swing at you.
Dodge
and
a
then-
war pick. Dodge a ball.
The ones up there, one is gonna swing on Lars. And does a 13 hit you, Lars?
No.
Does not. And the last one is gonna swing on Sister Evangeline. For a 12. Does that hit you?
16.
Alright, these things are apparently better miners than they are fighters, because they are just missing you. Evangeline, it is your go.
I'm gonna swing with the mighty mace again.
With your mighty mace.
This is a regular mace, by the way, so I don't know
Alright.
what's...
So you hit with a dirty 20. Go ahead and roll damage.
I'll figure it out how to fix the situation, but... So 6 plus 1, so 7. Because I got the plus 1.
Yep.
So 7 damage.
Alright, it is very badly hurt as your mace connects with it. Would you like to do anything else?
Do I cast the ability? Only if I kill something, right?
Only if you kill something, yeah.
For a bonus action, let's see if I have anything bonus.
And you can punch it in the face for a bonus action if you want.
I'll punch it.
Okay, go ahead. It's just a d20 plus your strength for an unarmed strike. That misses.
Right, 1.
Yeah, you roll a natural 1. You actually punch Lars in the face. Lars, you would take 2 points of bludgeoning damage, but you only take 1 because you're raging, as Sister Evangeline's fist connects with your jaw.
Does like the sweat come off too a little bit?
Yeah, a little bit.
Actually, I don't even flinch because you don't have a strength modifier to hurt me.
Oh yeah. Is just I thought you were +1 strength, Evangeline, or no?
I'm plus 1 strength.
Yeah, so it'll do
Yeah.
it'll do 1 point of bludgeoning to you.
You gotta get up to a +2 to make me feel it.
I don't know how I got free.
Smoke, your go.
Well, with that, I am going to pull out my quarterstaff, cast Booming Blade on it,
All right.
and I will attack the healthiest looking one within melee damage. And I'm going to hold it versatile, actually, just so you know.
Okay.
All right, and so the versatile. There it is.
A 15 hits. The
Oh,
healthiest.
that damage is not accurate. The damage for the versatile would be a d8. So 1 second. Please. There we go, and then that would be plus my strength modifier, so it would actually be 4 damage.
Right,
That's
so
almost accurate.
Oh wait, the booming blade does an additional 3 thunder damage to it.
All right.
So,
yep.
now, the other thing with booming blade is if that guy moves voluntarily, he takes another d8 worth of damage.
Okay. You smack him in the face with your quarterstaff. When you hold it versatile, is that with both hands or one?
Both hands.
All right, so you only have one hand.
guess we'll go back to the
Yeah.
original.
Yeah. So
Five.
Oh
Damage.
no!
yeah, which is
Aw.
5. It's the same thing. But yeah. You reach your other hand up to grab your quarterstaff, and you brush against it with your nub.
Hurts a little. Ow.
All right, Enyo, it is your go.
I'm going to take my scimitar out and swing at the closest thing by me.
Okay.
Enemy, that is.
Gotta specify.
And then since I have my symbiotic entity thing, I also deal an extra 1d6
Go
if-
ahead.
if they hit.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. That's a good
Yeah.
one.
So you hit it for 3 points of damage. It looks very badly hurt. This is the one that Smoke just whacked with his quarterstaff. I'm glad you changed it to the closest enemy because the closest thing next to you is you're fighting next to Smoke. It would have been hilarious if you accidentally cut off his other hand.
I thought about it for a split second. I was like, I have to change my wording.
All right. Is there any other actions that anyone would like to do?
My bonus action of 2-weapon fighting since
Yeah, go ahead.
so then I just use my scimitars again on them.
So for your bonus action for 2-weapon fighting, it would have to be something held in your other hand. So you can either make a punt.
I have my dang it! I have my shield in my other one. Never mind.
Okay. Going on to Zex.
Righty. So, how are the dwarves around me looking?
All right. So everybody is pretty badly hurt. There is the one right above you looked like he is on the verge of death. The
Okay.
one that is to your left looks pretty badly hurt, as does the one on your right looks completely healthy.
Okay.
And then there are 2 out of your line of sight fighting
Are
the
any
other
of them
players.
flanked by Ayadara?
Yes, the one to your left, right here, is flanked by Aradara.
I'll strike at that one.
Right, go ahead. That will miss. Would you like to use your reroll?
Thinking give advantage.
It doesn't give me advantage. It just procs the sneak attack. No, I'm not going to use the reroll because they've been going poorly. I'll save it for later.
All right,
But I will do my bonus action for a 2-weapon fight.
go ahead. That also misses. You roll a natural 1.
I'll reroll that one.
Okay.
Thank goodness. It can't get any worse at that point.
No. Hey.
That hits. Go ahead and roll damage for 6 points. All right, he looks very badly hurt. It is on to our 2 NPCs with their crossbows. They are gonna shoot at the ones that is closest to them. And one of them rolls a nat 20, and the other rolls I don't know why it's rolling like that. The one rolls a 10, which does not hit. So this one is going to take 8 points, and the other bolt flies harmlessly into the water. Lars, you see the one that you're currently fighting take a crossbow bolt right in the back, and he kind of stumbles forward into you as he's hit. And it is your go, Lars.
So I'm gonna try to get him like as he stumbles forward with my great axe, like right in the face.
All right, go ahead.
The old 1-2. Let's see. If that doesn't hit, I'm gonna use.
That does not hit. You can use, yeah.
Oh,
Well, that one
how about a 16?
that hits,
Yeah.
and you are able to hurt it considerably.
It's gonna take 5
All right.
slashing damage because I'm raging.
It looks like it's on the verge of death. Do you have any other action or bonus action you'd like to do?
Nope.
All right. After Lars, it is Ayadara.
Cool. Can Ayadara try and shove the one that she had knocked down off the boat?
Yeah, he is currently fighting Zex right now, but you can attempt to do so.
Cool. Is that just athletics?
Yes.
I think 15.
All right, he's gonna make an opposed check. And he fails. He falls into the water and he is eaten by murderfish as he was bleeding terribly.
And then, as her bonus action, she'll give her last bardic inspiration to Sister Evangeline.
All right, the Durgar's turn. Ty Winning, thank you so much for the follow.
Oh, hey, bud.
All right, the Durgar getting desperate and seeing that their numbers are fleeting. The one that is between Zex and Smoke, he screws up his face and he kind of looks like he's concentrating on something, and he grows to double his size. The back of the boat starts to sink a little bit as this dwarf gets twice his height. And he is going to attack John. Everything he's wearing too, his armor, his hammer, everything grows. If you guys don't know what the gray dwarves look like, this is
Got hit with my booming blade.
this is not the one that got hit with your booming blade. This is the one that is directly behind you.
Okay.
This is what the gray dwarves look like. For those of you out there that were wondering. All right, this one smashes his warhammer into you. For a natural 1, you see him smash his hammer into one of the chests that you guys had were trying to open. And as it smashes into that, it activates a fireball trap that was inside the chest.
Good thing y'all didn't open that.
Everybody give me a dexterity saving throw.
Great. This is where Ayadara
Where I excel, but I'm probably going to roll the least again.
13.
Ooh,
Oh.
I'm gonna re-roll that.
Yeah.
Why I got a natural 1 and then a natural 20?
Yeah.
Eh.
I accept my fate.
Yes. Yes.
All right, so
Oh, this is going to be bad. This is
yeah.
gonna be bad. Oh.
Let's see if I can do this. All right.
Oh my god.
If you failed, you take 26
was-
points of fire damage. If you passed, you take 13.
What was the DC?
The DC was 12.
Okay.
Oh.
I passed,
13? Yeah, Ayadara still goes down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but Still also
Falling.
down myself.
All right. All right. All the dwarves actually die from that.
Great. So now we're all just making death saves. Did Sister Evangeline at least survive?
Nope. I accepted my fate. I'm like, you know what? I got a 7.
You guys do have rerolls, and we also got another $6 tip from
Happy
Happy Pole. Thank you so much for the $6 donation.
I'll only reroll the death saving throws.
Okay.
Yep.
So who is currently making death saving throws?
Sister Evangeline.
Oh.
Yeah, Lars. What do I have to roll for that?
Just a D20?
Just a d20, and on a 10
Are
or
we-
lower, you take a death save.
Are we still in combat?
You are
I
not
rolled
in
a
combat.
15.
13.
I would like to try to do a medicine check to help stabilize anyone.
Natural 20, I'm back up to 1 hit point.
Okay. Ayadara, she gets up, and her clothes and her hair and everything is smoking as a gigantic fireball engulfed the entire ship. Enyo, with that
Oh no!
with that
Enyo.
one, you take.
Can Ayadara...
Enyo can use one of her rerolls. She has not used any of them tonight.
How many do I have?
You
two.
have 2.
Oh, well, you. It?
You have to. So I rolled a 15. Does that mean I have to pass what, 2 more?
Yes.
Okay, so Enyo just has 1 fail instead of 2.
Leet Sid, thank you for the $30 donation.
Yay.
After this combat Well, technically it's over, but after we get some death saving throws out of the way we are going to do this. As you guys are, a really weird thing happens. As you guys, after this fireball explodes, it stirs a lot of bats that were on the roof of this cavern, and they start flying all around, and from up in their little place where the bats roost, some guano shuffles and a bunch of health potions just fall into your guys' boat. These bats have been collecting some health potions, and they just fall right into your laps.
Ayadara's gonna pick up several of them, and she's just gonna force on everybody who's still down. She's gonna force a health potion down their throats.
Lars had found one that was floating in the river, and then Sid just donated for 6 more, and then earlier we had another donation for a health potion, so that is a total of 7 health potions that just are in the party.
I have 2 in my inventory, so you can spread those out, the rest of them out.
Yeah, so the 6 that just fell, Ayadara's just gonna pass one out to each person. She's gonna force everybody else that is down to drink one, and then she's gonna drink one herself, because...
Alright.
Ugh. So it's 2
Like
d4
that.
plus 2?
Yes.
Or plus 1?
Plus 2.
Okay. So, 4 hit points back for Ayadara. Or, that's 6, actually.
Oh, that didn't work.
Cool. That worked out well. Thank you to our friend who donated that.
I have
Oh,
7.
nice. I maxed out. I got 10.
Nice. Alright, everything on the boat is completely obliterated as you guys get up. Everything is charred. The chests, however, you see that there are some things inside them.
I knew it was gonna explode.
Yep. Currently, we have 3 magical items to give out.
Yay!
So, Lars, as you're searching through the chest, you find a Hill Giant potion. A Strength of Hill Giant potion.
Okay.
Smoke, as you are searching through them, you find a elemental gem, and you can go ahead and roll me a 1d4, and you find that gem. Doinks22, thank you.
Ooh, that'd be a 4.
It is a summon water elemental gem.
What?
Yep.
Oh, wow.
And Ayadara, you find a plate or a set of armor called Mariner's Armor.
That on D&D Beyond?
Yes. Channel Morgana, thank you so much for the follow.
What kind of armor is it?
It is light armor.
Like, padded? Or studded leather?
Studded leather.
Studded leather, okay.
Sid, thank you so much for the $60 tip.
Sid, you're the best. Okay.
Well, she's a swimming speed now.
While everybody's looking at treasure chests and shit, can I cast Cure Wounds on myself?
You can, yes. We're going to hand out the rest of these magical items, and then we are going to take a quick 10-minute break. We've been playing for a long time.
Sid, for those sweet
So-
magic items.
I vote that we go to this little island, have a long rest, and repair
Yeah.
our boat
Okay.
I think that's also a good
during our
idea.
break time.
I think it's a wonderful idea. Ayadara has no spell slots left.
So we'll come back with a long rest.
What color was that elemental gem?
Blue. Enyo, as you are searching, you find Dust of Disappearance. And that is on D&D Beyond. Sister Evangeline, as you are searching, you find a potion of water breathing. And the last person, Zex.
But not least.
Last but not least, as you are searching... Oh. That is a very good result. You find a wand of secrets.
Ooh.
All right, Turbo Nerds fans, we are going to take a quick 10-minute break, and we will see you after that break as the party continues on Dark Lake.
See you in a minute.
All right, guys, and we are back. During that break, the party went ahead and took a long rest on the shores. And you guys have 2 boats with you now. You have the Durgar Steamboat, and you also have your Hobgoblin Longkeel.
Is it pretty obvious which one is faster?
You think the Steamboat is faster, however, it's going to be a lot louder.
Can I harvest something from the Draugr?
The ones that didn't fall overboard, yeah. You,
Yes.
let's see, how many fell overboard? Like 4? You were able to find 4 clubs. They're either great clubs, or you can style them as war picks, however you would like to style it as.
That's not what I need to harvest, but yeah.
Oh, yeah. One of their faces, yes. You were able to go ahead and, which was it to cut off someone's face?
Survival DC 12.
Go ahead and give me a DC 12 survival check.
And I have 4 chances. Oop. Perfect.
All right. You are able to skillfully cut off this Durgar's face, and as you place it over your white porcelain mask, it starts to fizzle and dissolve as the mask consumes this Durgar's face. You are now able to use your Mask of Many Faces to turn into a Durgar. Well,
Perfect.
Back.
Smoke.
all right.
Give it a pause for a sec.
Yeah.
Last one.
We, one of our players, Sister Evangeline, is experiencing some audio issues, so the webcams are going to look like this for a hot second while he fixes it. While we are doing that, everybody received a magical item before the break. And you guys have 2 boats. Which one would you like to take?
I say that we just take both of them and drag the one that's leaking in the back.
Okay.
There we go. It fixed everything.
All right, cool. You are indeed back. However, some people are out of place.
Right place.
Yeah, I do apologize. I don't know what happened. Like, the audio was working. The Zoom just stopped working.
That's fine. I can fix that. While I'm fixing this, though, go ahead and role play together about what you guys are going to do with the boats.
Yeah.
I guess we'll just lash the longship behind the steamboat and tow it.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I'm definitely going to be on the boat that is more water sound. I definitely don't like being on boats.
Yeah, I can imagine as a tabaxi, you are not a big fan of water. Especially now that you only have one hand to swim with.
Greg, how many pounds of jerky could I make from a gray dwarf?
From a gray
Oh
dwarf.
my gosh.
You'll thank me when we're out of food and this is all we have to eat.
You're asking me the
Right.
hard questions. It's only session 2 and you guys have already reverted to cannibalism. I am terrified and proud of you all.
It would only be cannibalism if I was eating other hobgoblins.
It's
It's
true.
true.
That is
It
true.
would really only be cannibalism if I was eating other ASMR.
Or elf.
in an attempt to try to help calm Smoke down, Ayadara is gonna catch one of the murder fish and just give it to him raw.
Oh,
I'm
so
gonna play with it. I'm gonna be like,
that's
Gonna play with it with one hand.
Yeah.
yeah.
Just-
And then eventually I'm just gonna ow, take its head right off.
all right.
Did we long rest over the break there?
You guys did get a
Yes.
long rest over the break.
Oh, perfect.
After 8 hours of your guys' long rest, and you guys are all aboard the Durgar steamboat, Shushar the Awakened tells you that you guys are within 2 hours of Sloop-de-Bloop, and that you should continue on.
Oh, cool. The one that ate our food, I would like him to be dragged in the back of that boat because I don't
Okay.
trust him with any rations or anything.
All right, you guys make Prince Darendel sit in the boat behind you guys as you
Shame.
tow him. You also noticed that he did not participate in combat at all. He looks over at the water and he seems very, very terrified of the water, kind of like he has aquaphobia or something.
Kind of like he's gonna be another useless character that I need to kill.
Maybe.
Ayadara's not gonna stop it this time.
You didn't stop me last time.
She
As-
tried to. She tried to protect the kid.
Can I cut the rope to the other boat?
Oh my god.
If you want to, you can, but I don't know how Lars is gonna feel about that.
Lars, are you willing to give up your boat?
Oh, I mean, we have a boat. I
Yeah,
don't-
we-
I
True,
don't
we do have a
care.
boat.
Hey, the group anonymously agrees that the guy has to go.
All right.
Bye.
We cut the rope.
All right, so you guys cut the rope, and he starts trailing behind you guys.
Does anyone have a flaming arrow? We can always give him a Viking.
I was gonna say somebody
No, but-
should just
Firebolt.
cast firebolt. Yeah,
I do always have ice knives with me. So.
That's
but
the
firebolt.
humane way, so you won't starve to death. It may be a little bit painful.
Maybe it'll just
Someone
make
on
it
fire is not the humane way.
All right, so Lars expertly crafted Hobgoblin long keel. It catches fire, and Darendel, he doesn't want to jump off because he's completely terrified of the water, but he's also on fire. And he screams at you guys, like, "You can't do this to me! I am a great elven prince! How dare you!"
Ayadara's
Oh, yeah. Bye.
You look like a bitch who's on fire.
Eventually, you guys get far enough that even the embers of the flaming keelboat start to go away.
I mean, really, the only thing Lars is upset by is the amount of jerky that we just lost by
by
killing that
him.
dude. That could have come in handy.
Yeah. All right.
How
I-
do the
Worst thing jerky
NPCs
out.
feel about us?
Killing them off one by one. Well,
Be useful and we won't kill you. That's as simple as that.
Help out, you don't die.
uh,
I think.
go ahead
Ayadara's
and
gonna
give me a perception test. Who asked that question?
Texan,
Go ahead and give me a perception test, Saxon.
I shall.
to the party evil.
Did it go through? There it goes.
And then
Ooh.
6. You don't really notice anything about the NPCs on their feelings about how they feel
Okay.
about just that they're happy that they weren't given a Underdark Viking funeral just now.
How many NPCs are left with us?
You guys have Susar the Awakened, who is currently guiding you guys towards Sloop-de-Bloop. You have Stool, who is still inside Lars' backpack. You guys have Jimjar, the Deep Gnome, and you guys have Boopido, the Darrow.
When we're traveling, I'll redon my
And we
mask
can't
of
kill
many
the
faces.
toadstool because he's too cute. But the other two, they're fair game.
No, the toadstool makes some great fungus stew.
We're not killing him, he's cute.
Not yet.
Not yet.
We get the resources we need from them, collect a reward, and then kill the village.
Ooh.
It's Skyrim at all.
All right. Ooh, we have a new follower. Soulless Owl 77. Thank you so much for the follow. We appreciate your viewership. All right, after navigating towards Sloop-de Bloop and Sushar letting everyone know that you guys are at least 2 hours away, you hear ahead of you chanting.
Uh-oh.
And it's in a gurgly tongue that you don't understand.
Is it Abyssal?
It is not Abyssal.
It's probably like more fishmen.
Yeah.
So
And
I'll ask the fishman what's going on.
He lets you know that his people they patrol the Dark Lake, and there is a boat of his people coming towards us.
Oh, okay.
And he lets you know that his people are a very calm and civilized culture, and that they will welcome you with open arms into their settlement.
Ayadara looks
Cool.
pointedly at Enyo and says, "You can't kill them until we get into the city."
Okay.
One's gonna look at me. I'm gonna pull up my mace just a slow bit like this with a little smile.
I'll have him, do the talking for us.
I mean, if I want to kill someone, I'm gonna kill someone here.
I'll just say it under Dark Crusade. Spread the holy word.
To be honest, I was looking into the water. I wasn't even paying attention to what's going on in front of us or near us. So, what are we doing? Are we going to a town?
You are going to the Kuatoa fish settlement.
Oh, the thing that's up there. Okay,
Absolutely
cool.
blue.
Got it. Nailed it.
All right. You guys also have the spear that Smoke has that allows you guys to comprehend tongues.
Have a spear.
A sphere, the little orb that lets you cast tongues. But as you guys are going up ahead, you see a boat filled with other Kuatoas coming towards you. And
Hello.
Sushar gets a smile on his fish face, if that is even a way that his face could make. But and the people are coming towards you, and they're getting closer and closer. Would you guys like to do anything before they dock with your boat?
Can I
I'm
make...
gonna wave at them.
Okay.
I'm gonna. Sushar is like, "Hey, are these really your people?"
He's like, yeah, these are my fellow Kuatoas. All
Let's
right.
talk to him.
All right. All right. As they get closer, they throw 8 spears at you, and you hear them cry, "For the Deep Father, for Dimugugul." Everyone roll initiative.
Guess we're
Oh, you fish dicks.
Oh, we're having fish sticks. Nice.
Oh, I don't know who I'm making fish sticks out of. He lied to us.
All right. We have some NPCs that want to join combat so that they aren't thrown overboard.
Yes. Motivation.
Nice.
The motivator. Ooh.
Oh, hey, DM, is there any wind or anything going on?
There is no wind. It is completely still around you guys. But it is your go, Inyo. What would you like to do?
I am going to cast Fog Cloud, which creates a 20-foot radius sphere of fog centered on a point within range, so that they can't really.
Docking,
Yeah.
thank you for the $44 tip for the 69% hype.
Ooh,
We're gonna try to turn this combat up to 100% hype, so stick around. All right, a 30-foot sphere of fog envelops the entire boat.
Just their boat?
69.
It's 20 feet, but it's at like the center of the point, so it'll be like, how do I?
Is it on your guys' boat or on theirs? Sorry.
It's like in between the 2 points of the boat
Okay.
front. Yeah. So like we're fogged a little bit, but so are they. So it's kind of a disadvantage for us as well. But they also don't
Have
know where
a
we
range
are.
of 120 feet. You can put it on their boat.
Prepare for ramming speed.
All right. Well, it is completely obscured between you both. Is there anything else that you would like to do?
I can't do anything else.
All right. It is on to Bupido. He is going to try and fire a crossbow across, but he does have disadvantage. Why does it look like that? So the 8 will miss as a crossbow bolt flies. You hear it splash on the other side. Smoke.
So I would be at disadvantage for
Ranged attacks. Yes.
Then in that case, am I able to, if I go right to the front of our boat, would that put me within the 15-foot cube for Thunderwave?
It would, yes.
Okay. I'm gonna go right to the front of our boat. I'm gonna angle the cube so that it lands somewhere like right here, and then you can decide, I guess, how many I will catch. But that's
Okay.
exactly what I'm going to do. So I will say I put it right here.
All right, you were able to catch 7 people.
Nice.
They need a DC 12. All right, only 2 of them fail. So they are a little bit more sturdier than the Durgar, it looks like. Does Thunderwave still push you even if you pass?
Yes.
That's fine. Alright, you're going to hurt them, and they're going to fall off the edge.
No, sorry, that's only if they fail.
Okay, so 2 go over.
Yeah.
And then you did 8 points.
Yeah, and 4 to anybody that missed or that failed.
Okay, next is Jimjar. He is also going to attempt to shoot a crossbow bolt over. And that hits. One of them takes 1d4 points of damage as a crossbow bolt connects with his fishy body.
Oh, sorry. At the end of my turn, I'm going to use the remainder of my movement to back away.
Okay, you back up. Go ahead and move your token. Lars, it is your go.
All right. I'm going to move to the tip of our... Oh,
Okay.
well, I don't think I can because of snapping, but that's weird. So I just want to be on our boat, and I'm going to ready an action. So if anybody tries to get past me and get onto our boat, I'm going to smack them down.
All right, you ready a reaction? Sister Evangeline, your go.
I still have a whole bunch of those crystal flashbangs.
Okay.
And I forget about those. I'm gonna toss them over to the other boat, see if I can get them.
How many are you planning on tossing?
Tossing 3.
Okay.
How would I go about that?
Go ahead and give me a athletics check as you throw these crystals onto their boat.
Show me the money.
All right.
Nope.
Would you like to use one of your rerolls for that?
got better.
All right. You do not make it, and they fall harmlessly into the water next to you, guys. And you see underneath the water several bright flashes as they hit floating rock or something. Zex, it is your go.
Alrighty, so I'm gonna crouch myself down behind Lars.
All right.
Action is to do the same as him, ready an attack action for if something comes close. And I'll use my bonus action to hide with cunning action.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a stealth check.
Yep, sir. Can I get advantage for being in this fog?
You can, yes.
Yes!
25. All right, you are sufficiently hidden.
Perfect. And that's all I can do.
All right. On the Kuatoa's turn, you guys don't see anything as it is very still. But everybody go ahead and give me a perception test. All right. Seems like everybody besides Ayadara hears this. You hear the splashing of not water, but a different kind of liquid as it hits the side of your guys' boat, and you start to smell a very acidic smell as vials of acid are being thrown at your boat, and it starts sinking as it takes on more and more water as it starts to go down. The leader of the Kuatoa, he seems to get at the very edge of the boat, and you see him. Lars would be the only one able to see this because he's within 5 feet of Lars now. You can take your strike if you'd like to, Lars. But he's going to. That will just miss. He is going to reach out with his bite at you, which will hit you with a 25 for 4 points of piercing damage, Lars. And then he is going to swing at you with what looks like a stick with a claw at the end of it. This is what it looks like. You guys can see that.
And catcher.
Batty Batsy, thank you so much for the $6 tip. Everybody gets another reroll.
Woo!
And Lars, you see this claw thing reach out and grab you. Now go ahead. He rolls a 17 for his athletics check. Go ahead and try to contest that.
All right. Give me 1 second. So athletics. Yeah, I say no way, Jose.
All right. He reaches out this claw to try and grapple you straight at your neck, but you're able to bat it away. And that is the end of his turn. Ayadara, it is your go.
So, Ayadara is going to cast Sleep just behind the boat so it catches all of the enemies but none of her allies. I did measure that. It is possible.
All right.
So that will be 5d8, and it starts with the lowest, whichever creature has the lowest hit points, and then works its way up, and each creature just falls asleep immediately.
Okay.
22.
All right,
That
so
puts one of them to sleep.
the two in the back that had fallen off, they fall asleep while they're in water. They just, even though they are fish people, they don't actually have gills. They are
They drown. Yay!
yeah, they are an air-breathing race. So they fall asleep because they had taken 12 points, then another 10. So it only affects those two, unfortunately.
Cool. And then she'll give a bardic inspiration to Zex.
All right, Enyo, it is your go.
So the sleep only worked on the drowning too now, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Sadly.
Okay. I'm going to use chill touch on the main guy with the weird hook weapon.
Okay. He is obscured, so it's going to be a disadvantage.
How do I do a disadvantage roll on this?
Just roll again. Take the lowest.
It's 21 and a 22.
Yep.
Yeah, it definitely hurts him. All right, he takes 7 points of necrotic damage as your chill touch slams into him. Are there any additional features for chill touch?
It says on a hit the target takes 1d8 necrotic damage, but that was that
That's it.
already.
Okay.
And it can't regain hit points until the start of their next turn.
Ooh, okay. All right, he shudders as a bolt of necrotic energy hits him. Is
The
there
hand
anything?
also stays on it. Sorry.
Is there anything else that you'd like to do with your turn?
Move forward more on the boat.
Okay, go ahead and move your token. Bupido is going to go ahead and fire a crossbow bolt into the monitor, which is going to hit for 4 points of damage as it slams into the creature. All right, Smoke, it is your go.
All right. Is there any creatures that I can currently see without disadvantage?
There is the monitor that is engaged with Lars currently.
Okay. I would like to. I am going to. Let me just see here. I am going to cast Chromatic Orb.
Okay.
All right. So I hurl a 4-inch diameter sphere of energy at the creature I can see within range, and I'm going to make it lightning damage.
Okay.
And then, yeah, did it come up?
Not yet.
What? Weird. Oh, there we go. That's why. Okay. 10 damage. 10 lightning damage.
All right, this orb of lightning slams into this creature. It's not having a very good time. New follower. Thank you so much, Light the Way, for the follow. All right, it slams into this creature, and you see all the water on its body instantly evaporate as it's just slammed with electricity damage as its muscles spasm. Is there anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
No, I would like to. Is this right here an enemy? Oh wow, he did come up here, didn't he? Am I in melee with him?
Oh no, that's one of our allies.
Yeah, that's one of your allies.
Oh,
No,
The NPCs.
yeah, that's one of the NPCs.
Yeah, I just kind of want to hang to the back. I just want to make sure that there's a couple of other either NPCs or players between me and.
Jimjar is going to attempt to fire a crossbow bolt, a natural 20, hitting the Kuoto monitor for 8 points of damage.
Get him, Jim Jar.
All right, Lars, it is your go.
All right, I'm gonna fly into a rage because I want to push forward onto this boat. So I'll attack the monitor with my great axe. Ooh, suck it. So you're gonna take 18 slashing damage.
All right, you hurt this creature very, very bad. He's still up. However, you can tell he is on his last limb right now. Is there anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
Nope.
All right, Evangeline.
I'll be casting Bless on Io, Zerum, and Lars.
All right, Ayadara, Zexon, and Lars, you all receive the spell Bless. Is there anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
Enyo's receiving the Bless.
Enyo, sorry.
We're up front, so those guys have to be buffed up, so, you know.
All right. Zexon, it is your go.
I will hop onto the fish people's boat.
All right,
and
you hop over.
Take a swing at the ugly thing.
All right, go ahead.
First strike.
13. That will miss, unfortunately.
Bardic Inspiration.
Yeah. Use that D6.
All right, you are able to hit the monitor. For 13 points of damage. It is almost dead.
2-weapon fighting.
Yep. That hits.
And this one doesn't get the sneak attack. Unless it's every turn? No,
No.
once per turn. 4.
4. All right. You see that this thing is bloodied and it is still standing.
Oh my god.
All right. On the Kuatoa's turn, everybody on the boat, give me a dexterity saving throw.
Did I say if I jumped onto the Kuatoa
No.
boat?
You did, yes. Everybody is on the Kuatoa boat besides Zexon.
Nice.
Wait, so the people on the steamboat need to roll this?
Yes.
Okay.
At least it wasn't a 1.
Mine was
Do I
so
have
close.
a tip? Can I re-roll?
I think we all just got a tip.
You have
Yep.
3 rerolls to use.
Damn.
I do not want to go in that water. That's better.
All right, so looks like everybody passed besides Sister Evangeline. Would you like to spend a tip?
It is what it is.
All right. Your guys' boat, under the onslaught of the acid bombs, dissolves, and everybody is able to cling to the ship of the Kuatoa besides Sister Evangeline. All right, Ayadara, you are currently in the water. What would you like to do?
Do I see any of those murder fish around us?
You do not know.
Cool. Well, then, I will cast. What will I cast? I'll cast Sleep again, because why not? A little bit further back, again, so it doesn't hit any of my allies.
All right. Unfortunately, because you're clinging to the boat, you're not going to be able to use the semantic part of sleep, unless you want to try to make an athletics check to climb up on the boat. Right now, you're using both your hands to hold on.
Can I just use the one hand just so I don't, like, drift off and then use one hand to do the somatic part?
It's going to be an athletics check to try and hang on, as the boat's rocking back and forth because there's a fight on it now. All right,
I'll
you are.
use a reroll. I don't trust that that will succeed. That was worse.
All right. You are able to hang on just barely, but you're not able to cast your spell.
Shoot. Okay.
Did you use a reroll?
She did, yes.
Okay.
Would you like to move onto the boat for your turn?
Is that gonna take the action to do it?
It'll take it'll take your action.
Okay. And then, as a bonus action, she'll give a bardic inspiration to Lars.
Okay.
Pull herself up on the boat.
All right. At the end of the round, you guys see coming towards you 2 more boats,
Oh my gosh.
and between these 2 boats is a large fishing net. And on the right fishing boat, which will be this one right here, you see a Kuatoa. It is you think it's a female. She is wearing what looks like a dress made out of seashells, and she is adorned with other priestly things. But they come up with a large net between them. See this right here. I don't know if you guys can see that. And as they go forward, the net envelops all of you. And you see the other Kuatoa that are on top of the boat. They get onto the boat and they just start slaughtering all the other Kuatoa
What is?
that are trapped beneath them.
Oh, can I take this advantage to finish off this monitor?
You can, yes.
Can I do that?
All right, so as go ahead, he only has 1 hit point left. So go
Alright.
ahead and
Mess him up.
tell me how you kill this guy.
Ooh, so I'm just gonna cut his head like clean off.
All right, you raise your axe, and this monitor looks up, clearly defeated. And right before he dies, he cries out to his god. He's like, "Lemugugan, save me!" And he dies as his head parts and falls into the water. The other Kuatoa are making, the ones that just came and rescued you, are making quick work of these Kuatoa. And one of them walks over with a large spear and is about to execute Sushar.
Iadar is gonna step in front of them and say he was helping us. He was helping to protect us.
They look at him and they say they do not recognize him from Sloop de Bloop, and he explains that he left that settlement many years ago as a child, and he's been in isolation. And they really don't trust him. They think something's wrong with him, but they eventually let you guys. They don't kill him.
Cool.
So
once that's handled, Iadar is gonna go try to help Sister Evangeline get back in the boat.
oh yeah. So you are able to swim back to the boat.
I also realized I could have totally just swam with the boat because I have a swim speed now.
All right. So after you guys are seemingly saved from these people, the fish woman comes up and introduces herself. Who is the leader of the party that would like to speak with her?
I will.
Like a courtly type fashion. Like, is she well spoken?
She speaks Undercommon, and she speaks Kuatoa. Either Stool can translate for you guys with the use of his spores, or you guys can use the Sphere of Tongues.
My little
Speak
spore
Undercommon.
boy.
I speak Undercommon.
I speak under.
Okay. We'll have to talk about this after the stream.
All right. Well, who would like to? Would you like to use Spore Boy?
Yes.
All right. So in all of your heads, you hear her talking. She says, "Hello, my name is Plooploopleen, Archpriest of the Sea Mother, Bliveldy-Bloop. She answers my prayers by delivering you. Help us, and we will reward you for your service."
Cool. We'll help.
All right.
We don't even know what they want.
We'll address her as a courtier would.
I mean, they saved my life. It's warrior code stuff.
Yeah.
And
She would like you guys to come back to Sloop de Bloop with them. She explains to you that the inhabitants of Sloop de Bloop have lived a harmonious service to the will of the Sea Mother, who is their main deity. However, recently there have been a visionary who is actually her daughter. Her daughter experienced a powerful vision of a different god called Lemugugan, the Deep Father, proclaiming him as the new god of her people. And she's backed up her claims with an increase in her magical powers, and many new followers have came to her. What she and this is all as you guys are being transported towards Sloop de Bloop. This is all being explained to you. She said that this raiding party that was sent after you is part of the cult of the Lemugugan, and they were planning on sacrificing you guys at the altar. She would like to bring you guys into Sloop de Bloop, keep you at the altar of the Sea Mother, and then she would like to present you guys as a sacrifice to Lemugugan, but only in an attempt to get her and her followers close enough to strike out at her daughter's cult and kill them all. And she will reward you for your service if you play prisoner for her.
I say we use Smoke as the sacrifice.
I'm pretty reticent to go along with this. I don't know about you guys.
That seems. I maybe if like one or two of us is captured and then the rest of us aren't, so that we can at least protect them if something goes awry, would
I
probably
volunteer
be better.
myself and Smoke.
I volunteer as tribute.
I agree with that. Those choices, I guess.
Yep,
At least
I'm good with that.
Ayadara can bard things with her bardiness,
Deuce the fish.
and Smoke can poke people with his nub.
I'm gonna take my arcane focus off of my quarterstaff. It's actually inside the lantern that hangs off of the quarterstaff, and I'm gonna place it in my belt.
Okay.
But
So-
Smoke, before you go anywhere, can I have a double high five?
And I'm gonna
Hey.
glare at you,
Eight.
and I'm just gonna turn my back with like a courtier's like hair flip, and just be like, enough, and I'll walk away.
Bye. See you soon.
On the condition that only 2 or 3 of them are, so that the others can protect.
And with that, we are going to find ourselves on the shore of Sloop de Bloop.
Yay, we made it to Sloop de Bloop.
Ba-dum-bum. Leet said, "Thank you for the $1.69 tip."
Ah. That's for that reroll, right, Sid? Yes.
He says reroll for Enyo.
All right, you guys find yourselves on the shore of this very weird-looking settlement. As you guys pass through a large net of fish hooks. You guys are, well, who are the bait prisoners?
Ayadara and Smoke.
And Smoke.
All right, you guys are placed in shackles, and you are taken to the Shrine of the Deep Mother.
Are they are things removed from us?
Yes.
Okay. Is my focus still attached to me?
Yeah, they'll let you keep it.
Okay.
As you guys walk through this, you see that the Kuatoa are a very alien people. They act like fish, but fish above water. They don't blink, and it's very unnerving towards you. They sleep while they're walking. More than a few times, you guys run into a Kuatoa that is asleep while walking, and he shrugs you off. And you notice that they're all very completely and utterly insane and alien to you, and you don't understand why that is. But you guys are taken through the town, and eventually you guys arrive at the Shrine to the Sea Mother.
This place smells delicious.
It smells like rotting fish. It's terrible.
Mm.
All right, as you arrive to the Shrine of the Sea Mother, a 9-foot tall statue stands here. The body is roughly carved from some kind of wood in the shape of a humanoid female. Its head and forearms formed from the severed head and the claws of a giant albino crayfish. These are lashed on with strands of fish guts and emit an overpowering stench of rotting fish shells. Shells, brightly colored stones, and mushrooms and rotting fish are all piled at the statue's feet and strung in garlands around its neck. 4 stern Kuatoa slowly circle the statue, alert and on guard, while a few others mill about, gazing up at the statue. And as you guys are witnessing this, you see a random Kuatoa walk out of this alleyway right here, and he goes to the foot of the Deep Mother, and he kneels, and then he just pukes all over it, and whatever he ate and rocks and other items, just he pukes all over it, and then he does a bow and then walks away. And then as he does that, all the other fish people puke all over the statue too. And the archpriestess asks if you guys would like to make a blessing to the Sea Mother.
I'm going to step up and start horking.
Okay. A hairball falls out of your mouth. And everyone seems really happy. They're like, yes. You see that they're chanting like this, like, Kuatoa, Kuatoa, as you puke hairballs all over this statue.
Lars finds this hilarious.
All right. Well, you guys are there. Everybody else is free to roam around. She asks that you not stray too far, as the cult of Limugugan are everywhere, and she doesn't want you guys captured. She lets you know that the offering is going to take place in less than an hour. So if you would like to go straight to the offering, we can do that, or you guys can explore a little bit around here.
I'm gonna hang out and keep an eye on our peoples.
Are most of the huts around us occupied, or are they like abandoned, or?
Oh no.
They are mostly all occupied. As you peer in and out of them, you see the Kuatoa. You don't know if they're asleep or awake because they don't have eyelids. And even while they're asleep, they walk around in their own dwellings.
I'll just hang out and watch this people.
Okay, so after a while, she comes to you, and those of you that aren't the sacrifices, she gives you large leather cloaks to hide under, and it looks like these are made out of the skin of manta rays, and they're just covered in blood. They have hooks in them. They smell like fish throw up, and some of them are festooned with seashells. They place them on you. You guys walk over to the altar of Limugugan. Funny enough, that altar of Limugugan is right here.
Close.
Just right up the road. As you guys are in tow with the priestess, Plupluplene goes up to her daughter, who is the cultist of Limugugan.
How do you spell that, Greg?
You spell Limugugan like L.
No, the lady.
Oh, Plupluplene. It is Ploopplooplen. Plupluplene.
Thanks. That really helped my immersion.
Thank you. When you get there, you are greeted by the priestess of Limugugan, whose name is Bluplublid. So as you guys meet up with Bluplublid, her mother, which is Plupluplene, steps up, and across the span towards the altar. The time has come for us to acknowledge your divine vision and welcome it. I have brought these as offerings, and she gestures towards Iadara and Smoke, standing within the circle of guards. Will you accept them? The female archpriestess walks up. You are wise, mother. I accept your offering in the name of the Deep Father, Limu Guggen. May their blood nourish and strengthen him. A bubbling cheer goes up from the surrounding Kuatoa with their fists in the air as they go, Kuatoa, Kuatoa. Right, and they take you towards a rather disgusting-looking altar. I'm gonna go ahead and put that in the chat so everybody can see what the altar looks like. Where is that altar? So that's what it looks like. It looks like it is two octopuses tied together, and they are on top of a manta ray that is. There you go.
Oh, this is like the coolest thing ever.
Yeah, and it spills
Making
blood
me
into
hungry.
it. They start to remove the two octopi and take them down, and they plan on fashioning you. As you guys do that, a group of Kuatoas walks up to you, and they have a Durgar with them. He is bound and gagged and looks like he's been beaten within an inch of his life. And they walk up, and they're like, they say to everybody, we caught this one selling weapons in our town. We should sacrifice him to Limu Guggen as well. And the Kuatoa give a bubbly roar as they bring up this beaten dark dwarf. Kuatoa, Kuatoa, Limu Guggen. And they start chanting as they bring up this beaten dwarf. And the priestess says, very well, put him with the others.
Oh, can I ask for the honor of sacrificing that gray dwarf?
They don't really want you guys to talk because nobody outsiders are not very welcome. Despite what Sushar said, the Kuatoa are a very violent and aggressive and terrible race, and they don't like outsiders, and so they're kind of hiding you guys.
All right, I'll lay low.
Are Smoke and I gagged?
You are, yes.
Dang it. Is it a loose gag?
It is loose. Your bindings and your gags are also loose.
Awesome. That's gonna be fantastic for when we inevitably go to battle.
All right. One Kuatoa that's chanting, he's mad with everything that's going on right now. You see a crazed look in his eyes, and he runs off the pier and jumps in, and all of a sudden you see bubbling water as he's devoured by these manta ray like creatures. As he jumps in, he's just killed instantly, and a bubbly cheer rose from the crowd as he is just killed completely. All right,
Alrighty then.
you guys are brought to the altar, and as you do that, the bindings of the gray dwarf fall off, and he speaks to everybody besides the two sacrifices, like, hey, if you let me out of here, I can help you guys get to Gracklstew.
That's the gray dwarf village, though, right?
City, yeah.
How many enemies are there
But
around
my
us?
dead friend said that leads to death.
He lets you know that it's a lot safer than this place. Enyo, there are 500 Kuatoa around you.
Yeah, I don't know about this.
He's like, come on, we gotta escape. He's like, they're gonna sacrifice us. We gotta
I'm gonna
get
be
out
like,
there.
well, the ghost of my good friend Bill said that if we went to Gracklstew that we'd all die. So I'd like to help you, but sorry, bud.
All right. So one of the Kuatoas walks over and hits him with a stick. It's like, shut up, the ceremony is beginning. And with this, they bring Ayadara up to the altar, and they place her on top of the dead manta ray's skin. And as that happens, the priests of the Sea Mother attack. It is all chaos for a second. Everything going on, everybody's fighting. The two archpriestesses start fighting each other. You guys can undo your restraints if you would like.
So just our mission is to kill the other
The
priest.
the other priest. Yes.
All right.
I'm gonna take out my thing and say, "Hello there."
Hello there.
I'm gonna. So which can you point out which one is the one that's our mission?
It needs to be whacked in the head.
I can. Yes. Let me find this lady.
Is it safe to assume that mine and Smoke's gear was just left with a party member?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't need it yet because I have a spell that I can cast, but I
Oh
can
wait,
use
was that my job to have that? I hope not.
No. I gave it to Zex. 100%.
Oh, you tried-
Bold of you to assume that the undead monstrosity will help you in your time of need.
or has the space
Look.
for it.
Didn't anything
given
wrong yet,
Zex,
so
I've given Zex a lot of bardic inspiration. I think he's on my side in this.
And he
one
has,
bardic inspiration.
Try to
He-
give Lars 3 of them.
like, there's nothing in his ribcage, so we just like put stuff up in there.
Zex did try to save my life that one time, so.
All right. So the person you're trying to kill is currently right here. You guys can see
Maybe I
that
was too zoomed in.
I think I was too zoomed in too. Yeah, where?
Ping it again.
right here.
Not seeing any. Oh, there it is. Okay.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
There. Got it.
All right. I'm not gonna have you guys roll initiative because there are currently 500 plus people fighting, but I'll let you guys get an action out. So what would you guys like to do?
Let's see. Let me measure real quick. Okay. Can I use the commotion to close with this priestess lady?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I'm gonna fly in there and try to get off attack. I'll
Alright.
go ahead and activate rage because battle is dope. Gets my blood pumping.
All right. Go ahead.
For 13 slashing damage.
That hits, and she looks like she's hurt pretty bad. She actually falls backwards onto the altar that Ayadara had just stepped off of, and she is now laying on it as your swift blow drives her backwards. Ayadara, you cast Dissonant Whispers.
Just a verbal component. So she just kind of spits her gag out and whispers horrendous things.
Okay. Wisdom save for her. She is able to resist your psychic damage, but still takes a little
Yeah,
bit.
she still takes half.
All right. Who would like to go now?
Evangeline's gonna go over next to Lars, and I'm gonna try to swing at the other priestess.
All right, go ahead.
Oh my god. I like to use a reroll.
Go ahead.
Oh my god. Let's see if it works again. That's better.
All right, you miss ever so slightly as your mace comes down and it just crushes that manta ray's head that she's laying on.
Then I'm gonna cast this on my bonus action. It's gonna be Shield of Faith,
All right.
and that's gonna be on sounds creature of choice within range. I'm gonna put that around me. I'm not usually good luck, but that'll help me out just a wee bit.
All right. Who would like to go next?
Texan will dash up and try to finish off that fish priestess, the bad one.
Go ahead.
Roll. 14.
That will hit. All right. You stab her through the guts, and her blood flows over the manta ray and down into the bucket. The clash of battle is deafening around you as Kuatoa's fight. Some fight for Limugugan, and some fight for the Sea Mother, and some just hit each other in the face for no reason at all. They're completely crazed with battle lust right now, and they don't know what's going on. However, over the sound of battle, another sound rises above the burbling cries of the Kuatoa. The dark surface of the water further out bubbles and begins to foam. A thick, oily tentacle bursts forth, followed by another. 2 monstrous heads break the surface, both resembling hideous, angry baboons with wickedly curved tusks. Both heads are attached by a single torso, and the monster's red eyes burn with bloodlust and madness. The creature rising from the dark lake must stand 60 feet tall or more, with water cascading down its back and shoulders. Upon reaching its full height, the demon throws back both his head and roars.
Do you have a picture?
I do have a picture, yes.
The same picture in our logo for the Turbo Nerds.
It might be.
Oh man.
Yeah, this is definitely fine.
Yeah.
Hey guys, this is fine.
Yeah.
Wow, that's cool.
So I think I'm probably gonna waste this, but I'm gonna do it anyway. And I'm gonna use Entangle to be like put in front of him. Let's see. Where am I?
Like a colossal creature, right?
Ooh,
It is. Enyo, after you go ahead and use your Entangle, everybody give me a DC 13 Charisma save.
Got this. Good at charisma
Oh,
saves.
definitely got this.
Oh, even with the -1.
19.
I would like to also reuse another tip.
All right.
Okay, so Smoke is using a reroll. Got it.
Ah,
Hey, do I have any rerolls left?
It's my fate.
So Eva has 3.
Okay, I'm gonna use 1.
Okay.
Better, 14. Ish, I hope that's better.
All right. Looks like it is just Smoke. Smoke, you suffer 1 level of madness, which we will get to after this, as a demon rises out. Anybody who is proficient in Arcana can give me an Arcana check right now.
I'm half proficient in Arcana.
I am proficient in religion.
Yeah, I will let you make religion or Arcana, actually.
Oh, I got
Sweet.
5.
Kana with a +1. We're at
13.
2.
I got 18 or 20 total. I was hoping for a natural 20. I was like, yay.
All right, Sister Evangeline is the only person who knows this, but this is the Prince of Demons. This is Demogorgon himself.
Guys, that's a pretty hefty demon prince. I think we should
Run?
get out of Dodge.
Okay.
All right, it is.
Cheese it, it's the cops.
Can I grab my gear back from Zex real quick?
Yeah. And anyways, as this is happening, yeah, this thing is thrashing around. It is, every swipe of its oily tentacles destroys half the city. The Kuatoa, upon seeing him, about 40% of them have gone into seizures, and they're just rolling around on their backs with their eyelidless eyes rolling into the back of their heads, screaming, Limugugan! Limugugan is blessing us with divine destruction upon Sloop-de-Bloop! As this thing thrashes around, and every swipe of its tentacles kills a dozen or more Kuatoa. You see one of the tentacles come down. Everybody give me a dexterity saving throw, a relatively easy one.
You say,
Relatively easy.
but
We're waiting on Lars, maybe?
Nope, I got a 16.
Okay, yeah, I see it. All right, everybody passes besides Sister Evangeline. Sister Evangeline, you take 14 points of bludgeoning damage as this tentacle comes down. As the tentacle is smashing towards the ground, you see it crush your friend Sushar the Awakened directly beneath it, and fish guts fly everywhere, all
How is
over
his
you
face?
guys.
See my
Friend's a strong word for that guy.
strong word.
His face is just it's just crushed completely.
I'm like, someone could just breathe on me, I could almost die.
You guys see that the gray dwarf, whose name is Hemeth, as he introduced himself earlier, he is hauling ass towards the docks. You guys see another Durgar steamboat parked at the docks, and he is just making a beeline straight towards it as the Demogorgon completely destroys Sloop-de Bloop.
I follow.
Yeah.
I'm gonna follow.
Let's steal that dude's boat.
All right, you guys make it towards the boat. You make it just as he's like maybe 5 feet off land, and he turns to you guys and he's like, "Rethinking your offer, huh?"
I'm like, don't be a dick with a demon prince. Throwing everything. Not the time.
All right, you guys all get on the boat. After you guys hear nothing but rage and destruction and the howling of demons in the background. You all come to the same terrible realization: Demogorgon is loose and in the Underdark.
Great.
I'm gonna ask
What do
Enyo
we do?
over the other dwarf, just to associate her bloodlust.
What?
If you want to get rid of the dwarf,
Oh my god, yes, I would love nothing more than to kill this guy.
Well, let's find out where the city is before we do that, and then you can kill him.
Okay.
Yep, he is going to take you guys to Grackle Stew, and after that, he says that you guys are on your own.
Uh-huh. So in what direction do we need to go? Can you just point out real quick?
He knows your guys' type. He's not gonna let you.
Okay.
The-
Smart.
The Grey Dwarves are a very devious and pragmatic people, and they know that you will, if you are anything like the thousands of people that he grew up around, that you'll kill him at your first chance. So he's not gonna give up that information willingly.
can we like say, hey, can you tell us what it is? Chris is not that bad. It's like,
Sorry.
can I try to convince him?
You can make a persuasion, intimidation, or deception, whichever one you would like.
Oh. What's that? Which one's my best?
Like to give him a bardic inspiration.
Yes,
so that
please.
he can
And I'll take the bardic inspiration
an
and
extra
roll for
d6 to whatever you roll.
Let's see, show us the persuasion.
Natural 20.
Natural 20 plus a d6. Just for the overkill.
Gonna use that d6.
24.
All right. From what he tells you about Grackle Stew, is it also sits on the shores of Dark Lake, and it is on the complete western side
Good night.
of Sloop-de Bloop. It's going to take a little bit to get there. He tells you guys from Sloop-de Bloop to Grackle Stew, it's going to take 20 days of sailing. And he lets you guys know that if you are looking to get to the surface, he knows a jewel trader in Grackle Stew that organizes caravans to the surface. And she is your best way of getting back up to the surface.
Is that what we're trying to do here? I came here.
Well, yeah.
I came here to escape. I don't want to run to the surface.
Well, I mean, do you want to be on the surface and escape, or do you want to be down here and escape? Like
There's-
civilization up there, people not trying to kill you every time they see you. No giant demon princes.
Aren't we worried?
It's
though, that
pretty
if-
crazy down here. I did lose a hand.
No, hold on. Aren't we worried that if this demon prince is out, he He's just gonna destroy the Underdark and then come after the surface?
Well,
Shouldn't we handle that
Who
before
gives
we
a fuck
start
about the
that?
Underdark?
Yeah.
But like the rest of the
We have all the goodly race. Like, there's dragons up on the surface. They're just not gonna let that dude like run roughshod over their lands.
That's
Let them handle it.
that's for the future party to worry about.
Yeah.
We are not capable of fighting a demon prince.
My church
Not
will
right now.
crusade against the demon prince. That's a lot of clerics and a whole
Like,
lot.
we are level 2.
All right, that is going to end today's episode of Turbo Nerds. Let's go ahead and divvy up some experience today.
Yes.
So now I have an entire new week to figure out how I'm gonna kill this guy.
You do.
Good.
I'll help you.
Oh
And
no, I don't
also-
want help. I don't want help. I have an idea already that I was gonna do before we ended it, but we ended it. So we wait.
I said Iadara was chaotic good, but
Yeah. Inyo's a
Yeah.
patient killer.
I'm chaotic good too, but I wanna. This guy was he's not the greatest of people. And we
Iadara
need-
is
we need the
so
food.
towards neutral evil.
We have like 100 pounds of jerky. I'm gonna be selling so much jerky.
I
Did we
thought we
save
lost that on the other boat.
A pound,
Yeah.
100 pounds of
We
jerky.
we keep losing the boats. We don't know. Yeah, that jerky.
Yeah, did we get to keep our food?
No, your guys' food sunk. You guys are without provisions again.
God damn it.
Okay, I can go fishing.
All right, we're gonna have to kill a lot of grey dwarfs to restock my emporium of mysterious meats.
I will also fish.
All right.
I'm glad I don't eat.
I'm gonna set up a hipster food truck in Grackle Stew. Don't ask me where the meat comes from.
All right, altogether, you guys get, from this session alone, 2,000 XP to divide amongst yourselves.
Oh, so it's not per person.
Oh,
No.
Yeah.
oh god.
OG rules. So
2,320 to be exact,
Oh,
divided by
well.
6, sorry, which comes out to 386 per person.
Nice.
all right.
Add.
Nice. We're almost all the way up to level 3 already.
Yep.
Cool.
I want my.
Is there any
math.
RP experience or anything of that nature there, DM?
Let's see. Where's my player's handbook? What is it for level 3? Does anyone know off the top of their head?
I'm
What's
happy.
nine?
Experience.
Yeah, what's 900 minus 686? That's the difference.
224.
200. Yeah.
We will round it up to an even 700 for your guys' great performance today. And any experience for the tippers? Yeah, you guys get a ton of experience. You guys are all level 20 tippers.
Nice.
You guys can prestige next stream if you would like. So we will end that today. Oh yeah, wait, before we do end, some people are suffering some madness, which is
All right.
Smoke got some madness.
Smoke got some madness. Go ahead and roll me a D100
Put
to
the loony bin together, bruh.
see what your madness is, Smoke.
41.
41.
Gotta get a cleric.
Did we get 700 XP?
Yep.
Alright, we leveled up.
Nope.
We got.
Smoke, until your flaw is cured, your madness is I must bend the truth, exaggerate, or outright lie to be interesting to other people.
I like it.
So what's your type?
All right, what did you say, Zex?
We're at 700 XP in total, correct?
Yes.
Okay, that's it.
All right.
So I just want to make sure I am in Grey Dwarf form currently.
You are in Greater form currently, and by next week's session, we will get a applicable token for that.
Yes.
All right, guys. This has been session 2 of Turbo Nerds, the Dark Lake. Next week, the players might find themselves in Grackle's shoe, so make sure you're here next week, same time. Thank you to everybody that tipped. Today, we got roughly $230 in tips, which is insane.
Insane.
That
Thank you,
is
guys.
crazy, guys, for our second
You
stream.
guys are the best. We're gonna put together a Discord for all you nerds to
Yeah.
hang out.
keep checking our Twitch channel. Keep checking our Patreon. We're going to have some very interesting things coming on Patreon eventually. And definitely keep following and supporting. You guys are what keeps us alive. And we wouldn't be doing this if we didn't know anybody was watching, would we? Maybe? I don't know.
Maybe.
It's fun. It's fun to have a crowd, and it's fun to watch your guys' interactions. And
Probably would have died several times over. If
we will not be
this
making an OnlyFans.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
See you next week, guys. Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Guys.